there is a world where this card maybe is slightly fun.
I think this one has some play.
I think that
I think you could let this one's like a bad dog that you still take to the park every once in a while. Where you're like, I know he might bite somebody, but also
what am I gonna do? Keep him inside all day? Yeah.
He's gotta run around a little. Come on.
Hey, play nice. Play nice.
Hey, I swear he's not normally like this. And like
he's usually so sweet you have a muzzle on him.
Don't waste my motherfucking time!
It's another beautiful day at the Timewaster 9000 headquarters command tower, where we look upon our subjects and cast aspersions and rain arrows on that segment immediately.
Our armies and regiments.
Yeah, pour the oil on this section. Thank you for tuning in to the Timewaster 9000 podcast. My name is Alex, and I'm here with my favorite co-host, Miller.
What up? Happy to be here.
And folks, today we're doing something that we don't do too often. Catching up with some current events. We're about a week out from the recent ban and restricted announcements. We're not going to get into the historic or timeless updates, I don't think.
No. Today's episode, we are talking about Elder Dragon Highlander.
Folks, it's the only reason that anybody plays the game that we love anymore. And by God, did they add 2 cards to that game. Two whole cards.
You better be keeping up to date, because folks, there's some things happening, and you better know about it.
And folks, the whole thing about it is we're not just going to talk about the new stuff. We're going to talk about the old stuff too, and we're going to try and figure out, are any of these cards even supposed to be on this damn list?
Folks, I as a warrior on the wasteland battlefield that is a 4-player commander pod where you absolutely want to put your head through the table. I got some opinions, some hot takes even. Alex,
oh my God.
a little more reserved, I think, than
we need to add more cards.
Yeah.
I'm dead ass too.
I do think you and I share the opinion of either a lot of this stuff comes off, or we ban like 3,000 more cards.
Yeah, there's too many incongruencies. We gotta. I'm of the opinion scorched earth. Fuck everything. Ban 7,000 cards. But Miller's of the opinion that if some of this other shit is rocking, how about we play in the mud?
I just think it'd be a little bit easier.
And speaking of playing in the mud, I have a bit prepared for you today, Miller.
Oh boy, and I'm a little piggy. I want to roll around. Mud, oink oink.
For those just tuning into us for the first time, we usually do a little segment right before we get into the meats and potatoes of things, because it's nice to just warm up, getting the feeling of what we're talking about. Remember that there are magic cards out there. So Miller, the bit I've prepared for us today is called Quasi Duplicate.
That means 4.
No.
Damn it. All right, well, what does it mean?
Quasi Duplicate is a card from Guilds of Ravnica. It's 1 blue, create a token of target creature.
4 tokens.
No.
All right.
It has a jump start, which means you can discard a card and pay its cost.
Like when you put the packs together.
Yeah. And that's 4.
And that's 4. Because there's 2 players and 4 packs. I'm onto something here.
Maybe you're right.
Got it.
So this segment today, I'm going to go through some magic cards as we usually do. And Miller, there's a lot of cards that they've printed a lot of times. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you a list of cards.
How many times?
More than 4. Okay. I'm going to show you a list of cards, and I want you to get as close as you possibly can to guessing the number of times a card has been printed. Okay. Separate printings.
Yeah.
Every time it's been uniquely printed, that's a new one. I'm not doing like foils and non-foils.
But
like M11, M12, M13,
like
that's
sets,
3
basically.
prints. Yeah, exactly. Or like secret layer drop type stuff.
Cool.
First one, all-star, all-time classic.
Let me see.
Lightning
Bolt.
Folks,
okay.
This one came out in the first sets ever. Alpha, Beta, Unlimited. This shit, 1 red mana. Lightning Bolt does 3 damage to 1 target. and it could be any target. Miller, they've brought this back many times. It's an iconic piece of cardboard. It's been playable in Standard, Modern, everything but Pioneer, basically, damn near. Cube All-Star. This shit is everywhere. How many times have they printed this card?
All right, this is gonna be the one where I can see it in my mind, and I'm gonna try and count. This is like probably the only one I'm doing this for. But I'm thinking, so like ABU, so that's 3.
Yeah.
And then corsets gotta be.
If you're doing ABU, you have to do revised too. So that's 4.
Oh, okay.
And that's 4.
All right, yeah, 4, and that's it. No, ABU revised, so 4, and then I'm thinking, I swear 7th edition has this, so I'm going with 7. I feel like there's probably one in there that's before that.
Just rough guesstimate. There's probably at least one. I think
there is one. I'm gonna go with like 5. So we'll throw in 5, and that's 6. And then I know 10 and 11 both have it. So it's 2 more.
Oh, like M10, M11, yeah.
Yeah. And then... Ooh, this is where it gets dicey.
Uh-oh. We're
right,
putting a modern border.
There's... Yeah. Well, I'll skip around a little bit. There's like the like Baldur's Gate set, the D&D looking one.
They reprint that in Baldur's Gate.
So I know it's there. There's a Mystical Archive.
Mm-hmm.
So I know it's there.
Yep.
There's a Final Fantasy.
Bonus sheet.
So it's there.
That's 11.
And I'm thinking I've probably missed 3 more.
So you're thinking...
So I'm going 14.
14?
14 printings of Lightning Bolt.
All right. Next slide. 57 printings.
God, what the fuck? That's way more than I thought it was.
57 unique printings of Lightning Bolt. Alpha Beta Unlimited Revised, 4th edition, 5th edition, Collector's Edition.
Oh, that's so many. 57 is so many.
Million secret layers. There's one secret layer that was 4 different arts.
Jesus Christ.
Most recent printing I put up here on the slide, Avatar bonus sheet.
Yeah,
got a little picture of Azula on here.
Isn't that cool?
Next card in the list, another classic that I know you know and love.
I am a big Giant Growth fan.
Growth.
This one is one that I can't visualize even a little bit, like how many there are.
Alpha Beta Unlimited Revised.
Yeah, right. It's at least 4.
At least 4.
I'm thinking, I want it to be less than Lightning Bolt, and
57
I know
for Lightning Bolt.
Yeah, and I know this is not. I mean, same cycle and everything, but it's just it doesn't have the same fan base that Lightning Bolt does, nor the playability.
Completely stone unplayable in basically every constructed format ever.
I feel like there's
some
where you get.
There were some standard environments where you probably played Giant Growth.
Yeah, like there's just some where like just straight up it is the best pump spell.
It's like the only. Yeah, it's the only pump spell pretty much.
I'm gonna go with 31.
All right, ready? Next slide.
Yeah.
60
printings. Oh my god, it's more. It's so much
Nearly
more.
double.
Oh my god.
Most recent printing in Foundations, and it was also in Foundations Jumpstart.
Gotta have it in both. Oh my god.
60 printings.
I'm getting fucking exploded on this one.
Well, guess what? The next one's even harder. Arcane Signet. Printed originally in the Brawl decks of Throne of Eldraine fame, featuring Corvold, Chulane, Alayla.
I remember when those first came out, and they instantly sold out everywhere, like at all the stores, because like one, they're like good,
yeah,
and 2, there's this bullshit in there.
Yeah, this shit was like $11 for
right. This was actually like anywhere from like $10 to $15 for a minute, because it was only in one thing, and that was like
new Felwar stone.
Yeah, for a ton of people, that was like the reason they were buying it. And now it's like $1.
It's actually like
much
50
less.
cents.
Yeah, it's much less
because they printed in damn near every precon now.
Yeah. I am going to go with 100 printings of Arcane Signet. 100.
Closer than you've done so far. 80 printings.
All right.
Most recent printing, Secret Lair with a little puppy on it.
It's got a freaking puppy.
It's a Fallout Secret Lair, I think.
Yeah, that is.
It says Brotherhood of Steel on it.
This is, I think, specifically a Fallout the show.
Oh, ew.
Yeah, which is so much worse.
Listen, you can like whatever you like, and the tie-ins do work. They've like shown to work. Like the fucking quarterly reports came back for Wizards of the Coast and are like, record profits again. We did it. So
is that working?
What?
Is that working to you? Just money? That's not working to me.
They keep making the damn cards. I'll say it. I'd rather they do this than not make any cards.
I don't know.
All right. And speaking of making damn cards, I will tell you the next one has the record for most printings.
Most printings. Soul Ring. Isn't it crazy that's more than basics? You would think basics. That has
I mean, like, this is the most printed non-basic land card because there's basics for like a shit ton of sets. Like, Basic Island has been printed like a million bajillion times.
Yeah, for a moment you had me believing that Soul Ring was the most printed card.
This is the most printed non-land card as far as I know.
Okay. Well,
because it's in every Commander precon.
It's got to be more than everything I've said so far. So I'm going to go with 120.
Miller, you're not going to believe this. It's 123.
Woo!
I actually got so damn close.
And this one also has the stupid
most recent printing has a fucking Fallout dog on it.
That one you can barely tell. But he is there.
The only card that avoided fucking Secret Lair Hell or fucking Universes Beyond Hell was Giant Growth. And it's because it's too bad.
Yeah, right? Like, can you imagine paying money for a Secret Lair on the
Giant Growth is in
and
it.
Giant Growth is in there. Granted, they've had plenty of dog shit, so maybe I'd be pretty happy about a Giant Growth.
Because it's one of those ones where it's like it's only even slightly sort of playable in limited.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't put it in a cube. I mean, if you put it in your cube,
putting it in cube is totally reasonable. What do you mean?
I wouldn't put that in most cubes.
Combat tricks are fun.
I am of the opinion that you shouldn't put combat tricks in most cubes of a certain power level.
At all?
Like at a certain power level, they're just embarrassing. Like if you
if
you have like more often rares than non-rares,
I think you can get away with it up to peasant.
No, dude. Like a real actual peasant cube, like Brendan's peasant cube.
Yeah.
Our friend Brendan, who has a peasant cube called the Ham Sandwich. Look it up on Cube Cobra.
Like if one of the archetypes in there is like prowess.
Not even then. No. I would rather play cards that do stuff.
Come on. Well, you know what it does?
It makes a guy bigger. You draw it and you die.
It kills somebody. It kills one of your opponent's creatures, attacking or blocking. It kills the guy.
I know that combat tricks, I know they work. I'm just saying that
protects your guy. It does a lot of things.
I just think
I'm not saying you first pick a Giant Growth.
The only kind of combat tricks
it wouldn't be embarrassing.
The only kind of like combat trick cards that I would put in a cube are like shelter type stuff where it's like they gain protection from a color.
Womp womp.
Because then it's like you can use it to push damage, unblockable. It does get the game over with. What the hell? You fucking you God's willing your dude and it gets in.
There's just no getting away with it.
It is funny that the reason that you like combat tricks is because they're as close as you can get to cheating. In like real actual Magic. You know what I mean? And I don't mean like cheating like, can you believe they let me get away with this? It's like you were looking. Like, that's basically what a combat trick is.
I mean, there's just not that many ways to gotcha people anymore.
There's plenty of ways to gotcha people. It's so funny that you love to gotcha people, but you are just the most not playing blue guy I know. You do play blue, but you're just like
here and there.
You're not a blue mage.
It's not my preferred. It better be. You want to know what it is? I don't really like blue creatures.
Neither do I.
And I like my decks to have guys in them.
You can. You just play one guy and then you mana leak them for the entire game.
Yeah.
How are you not a mana leak guy? That's the part that blows me. Like, because the most like Miller thing I could think of is just like they tap all of their mana and you're like, force spike you. Got him.
I see counter magic as any deck that's playing it as a necessity rather than a strategy, if that makes sense.
Like you're doing it to live.
I'm like, well, you're playing these counter spells and whatnot because you have to. Because,
well, I think that's what I think all of your decks should have cards in there because you have to have them.
Well, no, because there's a lot of decks where
you just be playing bullshit.
you can play just kind of fucking whatever in the colors because you're like, oh, this does this or whatever, blah 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 blah. But it's not like, well, if I don't put this in, everything just fucking falls apart, and like I will just instantly die to everything. Whereas like a lot of the blue decks, it is like the thing that I am trying to do. If I can't counter, like if I don't have permission in this list, it ceases to function.
I don't know.
If my opponent interacts with me whatsoever, I will die. So I have to put in cards to keep that from happening. And this is a very like overarching gross generalization of how
it definitely is
works.
much more metatextual than that.
And I'm not going like, wait, I hate blue, because that's not what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I just mean that
the
I don't
play style
like,
isn't very congruent to what you're trying to do.
and like generally, I mean, a lot of it, honestly, most of it for blue especially, just comes down to creatures. Very few blue creatures are ones that I'm a fan of. I like building decks that have creatures in them. And so when I look at the roster of John benches, that I'd be
Quilling Oracle, hello?
Yeah, right.
There's so many cool blue guys.
Yeah, I look at
Archaeomancer.
I'm looking at 6 Man of the Year from 1972.
I'm paying 4 mana for a 2/2, and I'm liking it because he does something when he comes into play.
Yeah.
Listen, buddy, 3 mana 2/2, return a creature to your hand. It wasn't broken Visions, and it ain't broke now.
Well, so coming off of our thank you for preparing that bit, by the way. That was fun. I got basically all of them wrong, but I nailed Soul Ring because the number always went up.
It did. It went up every. I was trying to think of one that would be like, can you believe it? They only printed this twice, but all of them are just going to be like fucking like
Trash from
cards.
Kamigawa.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. So, well, real quick before, here's my plan, folks. If you're watching the episode, this is what we're gonna do. I'm going through the whole list. I'm talking about all of them, and I'm torturing Alex the whole way through. But first, before we get into the actual list, I told you some new bans on bans, whatever. Some new shit happened. So I'm going to let you know what that is. For starters, Biorhythm, unbanned, added to Game Changers. I don't think adding it to Game Changers really matters whatsoever. I think that's just kind of like when we unban something, it's just going to immediately go there.
We have to admit that it's still good.
Well, like, at least admit that they're still looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's just their standard procedure.
Uh-huh.
Except for I'm immediately sounding dumb because they didn't do that with this next one. Lutri the Spell Chaser.
Is Lutri not a game changer? Oh, because they
unbanned, but you cannot companion it. I wonder why. And it's not a game changer.
Yeah, because they're just like dual caster mage in the command zone is fine.
Well, yeah. And then last one, Farewell, added to the game changers list.
Which I agree.
Yeah, fuck it. Who cares?
There's a lot of
it's the best Wrath, so sure.
It's for sure one of them. My thing about game changers is that pretty much all of them, and you can call me a huge fucking loser for this all you like, pretty much all of them, you should probably just ban them.
But then we don't have a bracket system, Alex.
So I think the bracket system is
the bracket system helps separate the pigeons and the statues.
No, I think the bracket system is actually a good idea. I think some of them are a little misplaced. I think you could condense it even further, but I think having it separate in 5 is fine because CDH people need to do their own thing, and that's fine. And they're so adamant about not making it a new format for some reason, which is totally fine. You guys can continue to play the game the way that you want to, but having it separate, like cordoned off and fucking like it's quarantined away from everybody else so that they can play with all the fast mana and play fucking 29 land decks and they don't pup stomp all the Timmies and stuff.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that. Bracket 4 kind of doesn't really make any sense to me because it's like, why is this different from CDH? And the answer is that they're not trying.
It's as close as you can get to CDH without doing it.
Yeah, I'm not actually... I'm doing something silly with Armageddon and Strip Mine and stuff it's where all the fucked up evil cards go that you can't play in CDH because they cost too much mana.
Yeah, really what it is all the cards and strategies that Miller would like to be playing get cordoned off into 4 where basically nobody builds a 4 unless you're me, because I just completely ignore the bracket system entirely, and then Moxfield tells me that it's bracket 4, and I'm like, well.
And I think that so one thing that I think I've talked to you about
really
before,
the only strategy I like that keeps getting pushed in there is the mass land
destruction.
One. And I'm come on.
This is something that I kind of agree with. We've talked about this before, where like part of the philosophy behind mass land destruction is it's like, imagine you're Joe Dirt and you play EDH once a week after fucking picking up heavy rocks all day and throwing them into a
the
canyon.
Man that works in the oil mud factory.
Yeah, he's moving the big pillar around. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That guy is
another day getting butt ass naked and and working the mud factory.
Hard times make soft men or whatever. That guy goes to F&M and he's like, I'm bringing my fucking bracket 2 Ur Dragon deck with like not enough lands in it, and they're all tap lands. And
this is my pre-con deck that I put more dragons in.
Yeah, I made it worse because this is just something I think is cool. And he gets Blood Mooned and he's like, wow, this sucks. Like, I just don't get to play the game. And he's not getting Blood Mooned because he's doing anything scary. He's getting Blood Mooned and it kills him because he's playing like Tranquil Cove and like Exotic Orchard. He's playing like quarter lands.
He ought to be playing some more basics.
He probably is, but he drew all of his fucking tap lands. And that makes sense. The MLD hurting that person also sucks. Another reason that I think it's totally fine to cordon off mass land destruction is another reason why I think there should be a lot more cards on the ban list. A lot of people, I don't know if you know this, are stupid.
No.
And a lot of people, myself included, are not that good at Magic the Gathering. I might be more informed than some people. I play more often than most. But a lot of us are not going to the Pro Tour. And I would say a grand majority of people who have ever cast an Armageddon in their lives are not casting it willfully, knowing...
Not a lot of strategy.
Not a lot of strategy. They
just kind
see
of
that it blows up all lands and they go, well, this is powerful. I'm going to hold a land in my hand, Armageddon, and then play a land.
I do.
And then I'm ahead.
I will say, as much as I am a fan of Armageddon and all effects like it and blowing the fuck out of people's lands, and I think generally across the board there are so few people that can be trusted with the effect, because the thing about when you have a bad Armageddon, you're looking at the board and this would be bad. If you cast that, you lose. Also, it wastes a lot of time when you do so.
Yes, that is my
not
thing.
only do you lose, it also wastes a million years. And so what you just don't cast it. You just go, bad time to cast Armageddon.
But
you just don't. And when you have a good Armageddon, you almost always win immediately. When you are a bad player or too stupid to understand it, you are just ripping it as soon as you get it, whether it's good or bad. So if it's a bad one, you're going to lose, and it wastes everybody's time. And then when it's a good one, you might not even be able to capitalize upon that. You might not even be smart enough to figure that one out. And then we just waste everybody's time anyways, and you don't win.
Yeah.
So I am in full agreement that most people cannot be trusted with an Armageddon.
Yes. And I think that that's what a ban list for a casual format should be, is not necessarily we ban this card because it is too good on rate, or it is too powerful, or the strategies are too homogenous or anything like that. I think that for casual games where they're split across the brackets, you should be sectioning off and banning cards because they bring about bad play experiences when you're engaging with maybe unintentionally bad faith actors. You should,
whether they mean to or not.
Yeah.
Granted, also
they make you do a background check when you buy a gun.
There are also definitely the people that draw the Armageddon, look at the board, know they are losing, know that it's a bad Armageddon, and they're like, all right, Armageddon time.
Maybe I'll draw out of it.
Which is no intention of anything good happening. They're like, fuck all of you.
I remember one time,
ripping it.
This is pre-brackets, like a million years ago. I'm playing Golos, and I'm really far ahead, and a guy is playing a Kalia of the Vast deck, and it looks mostly like it's like pretty close to like the OG precon.
Yeah.
Or I think that was a precon, but yeah, it's something like that. Draws a card and goes, I just haven't done anything in forever, man. I got to do something. And he puts an Armageddon onto the table and taps his 4 lands. But he's like 2 land drops behind everybody else. and both other players at the tables go, do not do that. Like, the only way that we win this game is if all three of us just team up and kill Alex. Do not cast that. He goes, I just haven't done anything.
You're not gonna do anything else either.
I just haven't done anything. Like, I have to do something, man. Like, it's gonna slow him down because it's like it's gonna blow up all of his lands, and then he can't activate his Golos. Like, he's trying to talk to them. They're like, whatever, man, do it. They're all pissed. Every single one of them is angry. They go, whatever, man, cast Armageddon. He casts it, blows up all the lands. I go to my turn, and I'm like, all right, tap my 2 mana artifacts that I have in place. Sun Titan, get a land back.
Yeah,
like I'm already ahead of everybody's lands.
Just like,
win the game immediately.
whatever, man.
Yeah, and it wasn't like, I'm not gonna say he should have known that I had Sun Titan in my hand, but it's just very funny to like have a no plan. He had no creatures in play. He just played Armageddon. He had basically no permanents. I'm pretty sure. And
just actually nuking the table because I'm bored.
Yeah, exactly. And that, I'm not saying that guy is stupid by no means. He made a bad play. And I think that you are still lovable by God.
And the thing is, only stupid people make bad plays.
Yeah, and only smart people go to heaven. I think that if you limit the amount of times that somebody can do that in a multiplayer scenario, or somebody else is punished in a multiplayer scenario because someone else that isn't them made a bad decision, that is good. It's the reason that I think that Rhystic Study should be banned, because if I'm playing smart and you are playing smart, and then this guy plays Rhystic Study and this guy is not playing smart, we lose.
Yes.
That's not our fault.
You make what is in theory the correct decision, and then because of the slobbering dog in seat 3, it's actually the way wrong decision.
Yeah.
And now, yeah.
And this is what drives me crazy about the CDH discourse, is where people are like, you can't ban Rhystic Study because then none of the fair decks can do anything in CDH. And I'm like, well, then why don't you guys go do something else? I just don't think that fucking Timmy and Johnny should suffer with this card that is like textureless pudding with no sauce or anything going on to it that's cool or interesting. There's no interplay to it at all at a casual level. Why do we all have to suffer because you guys are like casting 10,000 Mox Opals into each other?
I would also argue too, I think generally from a lot of CDH people also don't like Rhystic Study.
It's not fun. It's just not fun to play
miserable.
With. Maybe it like checks and balances everything so you guys aren't just like kicking each other in the dick all the time.
I do think it's hilarious when somebody talks about fair decks.
Yeah, it's like my fair deck with like 19 pieces of fast mana.
Yeah, it's like for one,
I'm playing mid range.
For one, shouldn't be playing a fair deck. You just shouldn't. In the format that the whole point of the format that you're playing is that push it to the moon no matter what it is.
Yeah.
So if you're playing something that's fair, you've lost the plot. Yeah. You're not supposed to be doing that.
You're either lying to yourself or you're being willfully ignorant.
Yeah. And then the second part of it too would be like, also, whatever you think is a fair deck, it isn't. Don't trick yourself down that road.
That's
either.
My thing. Yeah, I'm not tapped into CDH at all. I don't think you are super familiar with like the current metagame or whatever.
I am mildly so, but I would not consider myself tapped in.
Yeah, I'm not super tapped in. I know that there's like some combinations of things where people play like Blood Pot or whatever, where it's like fucking. This might actually be like so much older than what's actually.
I think Blood Pot is pretty damn old.
Yeah, that or like. What's it called? Blue Farm, where it's like you fucking play a bunch of like bullshit that counters all their spells and you play like a mid-range game plan and swing at all their guys, and then eventually you like assemble a combo win, or you like smother everybody in resources until they all die. And that's like what mid-range is. And then like the combo decks are like even more degenerate than that, because they're just like
all of the
mulliganing to 3 or whatever to like
I mean all of the combo decks are because the card pool is so big, and like the probably like the most common example is just doing what is it into Thassa's Oracle?
Oh, Demonic Consultation, Thassa's Oracle, where it's 3 mana kill everybody.
Yeah, Demonic Consultation into Thassa's, and like that is like the most efficient out of anything. And so there are a lot of decks designed around solely just turbo into this as fast as humanly possible. And so like you will see people just like win on turn 1 or turn 2 sometimes just because it's like neat, right?
Oh, I found him.
Yeah, I just got the shit that I need.
Yeah,
you just get to it. But yeah, and I mean, it's just a whole bunch of bullshit, man. I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think we know super duper much about what's going on.
I also think they're all fools, anyways.
They're not fools.
I do.
I think that It is.
This is turning into the discourse episode.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why I think they're fools. And it's because you could have been happy with when we first come up with like these names and labels for like how strong decks are, but we have EDH or Commander or whatever, then you have C EDH. And this is where they fucked up bad. Because the C stands for competitive. And I don't think there's ever been a greater lie that's been told in Commander. There are 4 people at that table. 30% of your games in tournaments, more like collusion fests, all right? You've got known cheaters at every fucking table. Everybody's doing stupid bullshit all of the time. And 30% of your goddamn games end in a draw. What are we doing? We don't need to be playing Prisoner's Dilemma Mario Party and pretending under any circumstances that it's competitive. You can play your tournaments or whatever, but let's not tell lies.
I actually am of the opinion that they shouldn't have tournaments for this. But you guys can play CDH all you want, but I think like fooling everybody into thinking that you're playing at competitive rules enforcement is like
I just think they need to change the name.
They need to,
drop the C, come up with something else.
Yeah. How about we make our own format that has all the exact same things as Commander does right now, and then we just play all that stuff, and then we do our own tournaments for that, and the SEO is just as bad as CDH.
I know CDH works quite nicely as a little acronym, and I'm being largely facetious and rage baity about this, but I genuinely, if they had just been like EDH hardcore, like it's a fucking ladder match or some bullshit, right? Like, hardcore EDH, I would have been like, sure, man, that's fine.
Tables, ladders, Dragon Highlander.
Yeah, I'm okay with that, but I'm just like
EDH triple X.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will never. I'm definitely of the opinion that competitive Commander, whatever you want to call it, like high level, high power, max power.
Yeah.
Totally fine if you want to play that. I would never get on anybody's case for playing it. I think that doing it at like competitive rules enforcement for like money and stuff is like a little weird, and I don't really know the specifics of it. It always seems like kind of a mess, and I feel like they have like cheating scandals all the time. I'm not saying that's like y'all's fault. I'm just saying that like maybe the format that it produces bad faith actors, especially like Sam Black used to post things all the time where it'd be like interesting scenario at a tournament today, and it would just be describing 3 people agreeing to a draw, and I'm like, that sounds awful. That doesn't sound like you played any Magic.
Yeah.
And if you like that, sure, that's cool. But most of the time, the way that I like to play Magic is everybody plays spells and then someone dies.
Yeah, me personally, I prefer when we're not playing 4-person Munchkin.
Yeah, and the only reason that I even slightly cast aspersions at CDH is because they heavily influence what cards are banned and not banned. Mana Vault probably shouldn't be legal in regular Commander. Just makes too much mana. Demonic Tutor, Vampiric Tutor, these are all like iconic cards. There's just too much shit that's too efficient. It does too much. And I think that these cards are too powerful for what people are going for. And I think they kind of like know that. And that's why the Game Changers list exists.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of cards where it's like, all right, you can't put all these in your deck because it would be too fucked up. You get 3. But that's such a weird line to draw. In my head, I'm just like, why don't we just play with none of them?
I would also consider that a lot of the Game Changers ones are not equal even a little bit, right? Because you get 3. Mm-hmm. So in your head, you're like, so each one's worth 1 point.
Yeah.
If you think about it like that.
Yeah.
Then you look at the shit on the list and you're like, well, I'd probably give that like 10 points if like this is not the same thing.
Huh. So Mox Diamond.
Yeah.
Or I could play Smothering Time.
While we're going through the list here, let's go ahead and just fucking get on it. Let's get on the.
Let's just do the actual cards that are already
the good goddamn EDH ban list. I've got them all pulled up
from
here.
the top, alphabetical order.
I'll just rock them for you.
I forgot Mana Vault's banned.
First up, Ancestral Recall. You want to hear something crazy?
Wait, hold on 1 second. I'm looking at the wrong list. I'm looking at the vintage list. I was like, why is Mana Vault banned? It's not.
Ancestral Recall. You know it, you love it. Piece of power.
It's cool. If you've never cast it before, it's
1
fun.
mana instant. Anybody could draw 3.
Anybody. You can pick.
You can kill people with it.
probably fine to have this one banned. I'm gonna just come out and say it. I will say funny story about this one. One time back in the good old COVID days, I was playing a lot of Spell Table Commander because I was lonely and I was bored.
Yeah.
And play this game. One of the guys playing like the Anawan Ruin Sage, like blue-black commander deck, like the precon, and he'd upgraded it.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing our games. We're doing stuff. He swings with a bunch of his shit. And he's like, I'm like, all right, kill one of your guys. And he's like, in response, Ancestral Recall. And I'm like, come again?
You
and he's
mean
like,
it?
Ancestral, and he puts it on screen and it's a recall. And I'm like, yeah, that's and then like the other two guys, and like, that's banned. That's like, you can't play with that. He's like, what are you talking about? We're like, that card is not legal in Commander. And he's like,
since when?
Really? I just found this. I just assumed that it would be good. And then he's like, can I just do this as brainstorm? And in my head, I'm like, no, that's a basic land. Like in my head, I'm like,
oh yeah, you always,
that's what you do.
Anytime somebody has a card that's not legal and they didn't know it, I'm always like, whatever color that is, it's that basic.
Yeah,
that's the
that's an island.
Easiest way to fix that.
Totally fine. You would have put that in your deck.
Yeah.
He's like, let me just use it as brainstorm. And I'm already like, no. And all the other guys are like, whatever. This game's gone on for like an hour and a half. Just fucking do your brainstorm. And he kills all of us. But as we're all like at low life totals talking about what we want to do and like how we swing back, he's like very clearly like on some price website going like, whoa, this shit's like $1,000. I just found this in my basement.
Damn. And I need to stop playing this fucking game.
The other two guys at the table are like, yeah, it's like a really popular card. It's banned and everything, but it's like reserve list. So they're never reprinting it. And in my head, I'm like, this guy's fucking lying. There's no way that he didn't know how much Ancestral Recall is.
I was going to say, if you know enough about Magic to boot up Spell Table, there's no way you don't know.
I'm saying.
You don't get on Spell Table and not know.
I'm like, you were trying to get away with it, which is like so stupid.
Yeah.
You just think that like 3 poor saps are going to come in and be like, I don't know the ban list for this format. Yeah, go nuts. Draw 3 cards for 1 mana.
Sure.
Damn, this format, the power creep is crazy.
You know what I will say, though? In the context of Commander, I think this is only banned because it's power. And because it's old as shit and costs $1 billion.
Those are a lot of all good reasons to have a card banned. And also, I think it draws 3 cards for 1 mana.
I think the card is old and costs a lot of money. Complete horseshit. I think this is the worst reason for banning anything.
I think we should ban like 100 cards for this reason.
I think
I don't think Tabernacle or Workshop should be legal.
Here's the only 2 things I would ever ban something for. How strong it is and how fucking annoying it is. Right.
I think a lot of the cards that are really expensive and old are also the second one.
If they meet the other properties, sure. But if the sole reason is power,
yeah.
If the sole reason is this is a piece of power and it costs a lot of money,
yeah,
fuck off. I'm not trying to say that Ancestral Recall is not good. All right. I know it would literally go into every single blue deck.
Yes.
Like, duh, no shit. I legitimately think you could actually rock with this for Commander. There's a lot of horseshit going on in Commander.
Yeah, and you know how you find it? Tap your island and fucking draw 3 cards.
It just seems so tame.
I think you're full of shit.
Well, next up.
Yeah.
Card I'm a big fan of. Balance.
So you know how everybody in Commander plays like 9,000 mana rocks?
Yeah.
Or, sorry, balance is done. We can't do that.
Well, hold on. So, 2 mana sorcery, and it's white, so it can't be that good. Each player chooses a number of lands he or she controls equal to the number of lands controlled by the player who controls the fewest, then sacrifices the rest. So they've already got me online, right? And then players discard cards and sacrifice creatures the same way. So it's missing, there's like a couple card types that aren't on there.
Yeah, enchantment, artifact, planeswalker. Just hadn't come up with them yet. Didn't think they would be that important.
Yeah, I don't think this one would be a good idea.
This one sucks. This one sucks really bad. Even if you just take it, this is also on like a big list of like, oh, are you ready to get your time wasted? I know the name of the podcast is Timewaster 9000, but like, I'm definitely
an advocate. We like to do that when we're hanging out, not playing the game.
Yeah, I'm trying to waste his time, not everyone else's time. There's just something to be said about a guy casting balance who's just like, let's see what happens.
Yeah, it's like, dude, what happens is I can count, right?
Yeah.
Like there's not a lot of secrecy going on here. It's just like, okay.
And if you do it in a fucked up way, like if you build your deck in a way where you're like, I'm gonna do a really fast balance.
Yeah.
Bad. It's really bad. All right, so I'm going to discard all my cards to something that I have in play. Sack all my lands to Zernor. Balance.
I think what's not great about balance too, is compared to most cards that are like big setback, big reset for a board state. Most of them tend to cost like 4 mana and above, right? Like they're usually 5 mana and above.
Another floor of this card is 2 mana Wrath.
Yeah, and like by the time that you're casting that, normally there's enough shit and enough resources being thrown around and all the blah 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 whatever. Is that like, sure, you're resetting things to some degree, but like enough has happened that you could still, people's life totals are lower. Like there's still kind of momentum to be built. When you pull the hard reset like early in a game, the momentum, the effect you have on the momentum of the game actually feels like doubled.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, oh,
so
this shit's gonna take 3 hours.
Yeah. My turn 2, my turn 3, and my turn 4 just got negated by 1 card. I have 5 lands in play, and every card in my hand costs 5. So I get 1.
Yeah. Anyways. As much as I love balance, I think
it's a no-go.
And also the thing about balance too is like it makes decks that want to put a bunch of stupid fucking mana rocks on the board and nothing else. It makes those decks a lot better too.
If you go
that's
Signet,
already the
Signet,
thing you're supposed to be doing.
Well, there's a lot of people do, yeah. They're cutting all their lands and playing 1 million mana rocks. Don't do that. Play more lands.
Next up, Biorhythm. So this has
unbanned.
Now been unbanned, but I still wanted to talk about it. I was actually surprised that this one became unbanned because even though I don't think Biorhythm is particularly a good card,
it's a lot of mana.
It falls into the category of type of card that like over the years they've shown they don't really like that much.
Yeah, win the game out of nowhere card.
Yeah, whereas just when this resolves, win.
Yeah,
and like nothing else is required particularly.
There's some setup.
Biorhythm, 6 double green, so 8 mana, sorcery. Each player's life total becomes the number of creatures he or she controls. So if you have no creatures, you die. Which I will say, a very funny effect.
It is funny to have a green.
I'll give it a lot of points for green kill you.
Yeah, green fireball.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about hurricane.
The best. The scenario where this is like optimal to get played is either guy that has way too much mana and on their turn they just go Wrath creature Biorhythm.
Right.
Like Wrath Arbor Elf Biorhythm. Like that's their combo and they win. Which that's not really gonna happen.
It's also often. Like 45 mana.
Yeah, that would be pretty crazy. But really the most common scenario where this happens is the green player has Biorhythm in their hand and a board, and then everybody else is like doing their thing, whatever. And then the player in the seat right before the green guy is like, Wrath, get rid of everything. Pass. And the green player is like, bet. 1-drop Biorhythm. GG's, friends. Thank you.
Or you just do like, I have a board, you guys have less boards. Biorhythm, see if you can block your way out.
Yeah, that's also true, right? Yeah. Just playing this to like, I've got 4 creatures and you've all got 1 or 2, and like my guys are just better.
Makeshift crater hoof.
Yeah, just
I think that's like the best case scenario.
I really, honestly, I have no problem with Biorhythm. I really was just surprised that they.
If somebody kills me with this, hell yeah.
Folks, 1 down.
Oh my god, we had 1 in the rafters.
But I got the reload.
Salute to the troops.
Oh yeah.
The steam came off it. I saw it. The fucking liquid nitrogen inside that cup.
Whoo, doggy. Next up.
Black?
You got a Biorhythm point.
No, hell no. Black Lotus.
Black Lotus, folks. I know I was going to bat for Ancestral Recall. Fast mana is not one that I will ever go to bat for. I think fast mana leads to the least interesting games across any format. I don't like fast mana even a little bit.
Which is really funny that you say that, because there's a piece of fast mana that is not a game changer and not banned in Commander. It's really popular. It's also the most printed non-land Magic card ever.
The one with the dog on it.
The one with the dog on it.
Folks, fucking Soul Ring.
I'm not saying that Soul Ring is better than Black Lotus, but it's close.
You know what's funny? In ABU, sometimes it is. depends on your deck.
Yes.
But sometimes you're like, yo.
If you're drafting Vintage Cube and you have the choice between Black Lotus and Soul Ring, it's close. Like, I'm not even joking. And they just let you rock with the Soul Ring for no reason.
Yeah.
But I'm on a
I honestly, I don't even really know why they were chill with the Soul Ring from the get-go. I'm not studied on the history to know how it managed to sneak its way in.
Yeah, it's like
and sink its poisonous roots into the format.
It's like part of the format identity, big quotation marks. And I'm not one of the people who made the format, so I don't know what the format identity really is supposed to be. But in my mind, the thing that I would really like to identify about this format is when it is ever fun when someone has a Soul Ring in play if the person is not you. It's really fun when you have 4 mana on turn 2. That's awesome. But what's really not awesome is when your opponent playing Chair Tribal has 4 mana on turn 2 and you're like, I can't win anymore. Literally, they could just fucking do whatever they want. If they just spend their mana every turn with 4 mana on turn 2, we'll probably fucking lose.
The other thing for it too,
it's not fun.
It's also, a lot of people will be like, well, it's so awesome when I get to play Soul Ring.
Yeah.
And I'm like, a lot of games where one person has Soul Ring and the other 3 people don't, a lot of times that gets you killed. You die for that. They go, fuck you, and they kill you for the next 10 turns.
So
I don't think that's particularly fun either.
The use case of Soul Ring is either I play it on turn 1, nobody answers it, nobody kills me, and I do fucked up evil bullshit from turn 2 on, or I play turn 1 Soul Ring and my deck is like actually reasonably casual and I still have a huge mana advantage, and everybody at the table correctly identifies that I have a Soul Ring in play and fucking kicks my nuts in. Which one of these is a fun play experience?
I think it so tremendously hurts a lot of creature design, especially commander guys that could be a commander.
Can't be doing too many generic mana in there,
dude. So there's a reason. If you look at every commander that gets printed, every single legendary fucking guy, it's usually gonna be 4 mana, and I'd say I'm not a stats guy and I don't know it off the top of my head, but I would put good money. At least 70% of them is the number 2 and then 2 pips. That is like almost every single fucking one of them, because they go, oh, well, this is perfect. The way we want you to play this is go turn 1 Soul Ring, other land for the other color, turn 2 Commander. Yippee! Or it's online.
Or they want you to go turn 2 Arcane Signet, turn 3 my Commander.
Yeah, and it's like, what happened?
Yeah, it is truly just not very interesting or fun. And to go back to Black Lotus, it wouldn't be much more fun with Black Lotus either. Because the problem...
Black Lotus would just be this shit, even worse.
Yeah. Earlier. Let's do it earlier.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Jeweled Lotus.
Turn 1 a guy.
Same damn card.
Jeweled Lotus is the same fucking card.
People are like, we should unban Jeweled Lotus because it'll make higher CMC commanders more approachable. And I'm like, you know what else it'll do? Make the lower CMC ones cost even less.
Yeah. And yeah, it'll make my stupid fuck off 8 mana guy. I could cast this way earlier.
Yeah,
and it's like, well, yeah, I don't think you're gonna cast it turn 1 like everybody else is.
Yeah.
So maybe let's not do that. Fast mana is just a no-go, man.
It just does. It's never fun. It's really explosive and interesting if you're casting it, but at the end of the day, it just makes the play experience like really volatile and not very fun. Go play some Vintage Cube and play with some pieces of power. It gets old really quick. It's like very novel to play a Mox and do something cool. When you see your 4th opponent in a row do it, you're like, this sucks. They ban them in the formats for a reason.
Next up. And yeah, I will say, especially even like when you look at like actual like classic Magic, like ABU type shit, old school, yeah. And you're like, fuck yeah, power, Black Lotus, all this horse shit, right? So Ancestral Recall is still the best one, but Black Lotus, you're like, what am I gonna play?
Yeah, old school.
And it kind of makes sense in that environment when you're like, well, the shit that you would put into play wasn't that crazy, and also all of the spells are like way, way better than the creatures. So you're like, Yeah, I mean, they go like Black Lotus and fucking Hypno or something, and like, I don't know, whatever. And
Land Mox, Black Lotus, Juggernaut, and you're like, damn, I gotta get this shit off the table.
Oh my god, yeah. And then, but then also you're looking at a deck that like has bolt and swords, and just like, you're like, actually, it's probably not that bad. But then as soon as you just open the card pool up to like, I can play stuff, you're like, oh my fucking god, cut it out.
Yeah, there's just too many cards now for fast mana to be around.
Next up, speaking of fast mana, it's a little slower, but also gives you way more mana. Channel. Listen, Channel's really fucked up when you've got 20 life to spend for it. Even more fucked up when you get 40.
I think the thing that people don't realize about Channel, and I'm not saying people are like, we should unban Channel. The thing that people don't realize about Channel is you don't have to go Channel Emrakul every time.
No.
Or Channel Fireball even. Sometimes you just go like Channel Primeval Titan or whatever, not literally in this format, but like channel thing that costs more mana than I have.
Yeah.
You just skip like a bunch of turns.
I think what a lot of people also don't realize about Channel, because if you've never played with the card or never really read it, a lot of people think Channel, Fireball. So you just ritual a fuck ton of mana and shoot a guy with it. It's not what Channel does. Channel is green, sorcery. Until end of turn, anytime you could activate a mana ability, you may pay 1 life. If you do, add mana to your mana pool.
Yeah, colorless.
So for the whole turn, you're like, little mana here, little mana there. Like, you do get to like just...
Keep in mind, Time Twister, fully legal in this format.
You can just cash in as much as you would like bit by bit. It's not like, like a Seething Song or something where it's just like, up front, this much mana. The Channel is just like, well, let me think.
Yeah.
I can do whatever the fuck I want as long as I pay for the pips.
Yeah. And I start at 40?
Yeah. Interesting.
I got 39 to play with.
Yeah.
God forbid you gain life.
Yeah. The Channel's a no-go. You just can't do that one.
Can't do it. Not fun.
Chaos Orb. That's up next.
I'll just go ahead and say all the Chaos Orb ones at the same time here. You can't really be doing Dexterity card shit. That's an uncard.
Yeah. As much as I like it.
Chaos Orb is cool as fuck. It has a lot of aura. It's a very cool history.
Some of the greatest
game
art
piece.
ever, too. Just the big
cool as fuck. You just can't be doing that. Because if I have to see some fucker at the LGS Chaos Orb onto my entire board,
it's true.
I'm keying cars. Something's happening.
Also, I do like the idea, too, that like it would not be good even a little bit in Commander.
No, like Falling Star, Chaos Orb stuff is just like completely useless. But it
Cut
is
it out.
So
Stop playing the
dumb.
funny little game.
It's not. Yeah, come sit back down.
I do think Chaos Orb is awesome. I think in a 1v1, I do like
put it in your cube. Yeah,
I think if you throw this shit in a cube, you just play it because there's like eroded rules for if you want to play with this. Fuck that, bro. Play it as written.
Yeah,
let's because if you're putting it in something, you're willing to get silly.
Yeah,
so let's get silly.
Play it as it lay, dude. This shit is still like $300.
Oh yeah,
I was like, I should buy one of these for the module cube. No, fuck that, bro.
Well, you want to print it out so you can rip it up.
Yeah, I gotta have fucking 9,000 proxy copies of Chaos Orb so everybody can. Well, the whole deal is if you rip it up, your deck's illegal.
Yeah,
so you just like can't do that. You just have another one on standby.
Chaos Orb, 2 mana mono artifact. This is the original. I'm reading the original text. I'm not reading the
Oracle.
Yeah. Pay 1 mana, flip Chaos Orb onto the playing area from a height of at least 1 foot. Chaos Orb must turn completely over at least once, or it is discarded with no effect. When Chaos Orb lands, any cards in play that it touches are destroyed, as is Chaos Orb.
So you flip a coin, and if the coin lands on stuff, they die.
I do like that it says flip it, and then they also say that it has to completely turn over at least once, which is that's what flipping something means. If it didn't go all the way over, that's not a flip.
Yeah, because they're just trying to get you from going like, oh, I tried, and you're like,
yeah. I wonder how often back in the day like failed dex checks on Chaos Orbs happened. right? Like where like guy was like Chaos Orb activate, and the other guy's like fuck, and then the guy just completely beefs it.
Yeah.
Right, just like not good even a little bit.
I mean, yeah, doing a dexterity card in a room full of dorks probably more often than you'd expect. Speaking of dork, we got Dorkside Extortionist.
Dorkside Extortionist. Dorkside Extortionist. 1 in a red, creature goblin pirate. ETB, make X treasure, where X is the number of artifacts and enchantments your opponents control, otherwise known as a fucking million.
Yeah, this is 2 mana, make 10,000 mana.
Tell you right now, the game gets
a lot of making a lot of mana cards on here. I wonder what the deal is.
The game gets so bad when there's 4 people at the table.
It's not good, man. This one's funny.
You think about playing this against one guy.
Yeah.
And you're like,
wow, maybe it makes 2 sometimes.
This is kind of an awesome hate piece.
Yeah.
It's a red answer to Affinity, which they like don't they do with like Shattering Spree and stuff like that, right? Yeah. And then also it's a red hate piece against Enchantress, which they really don't have game against.
Yeah, you play a bunch of enchantments and I get to go, all right, 5 mana.
So it's like kind of a neat like sideboard guy.
Yeah.
In a way. That's obviously not what it's meant for. It's meant for Commander, where everyone has 300 signets and stupid Smothering Ties and Rhystic Studies in play.
And treasures,
and so
yeah.
This is almost...
they played their Dockside.
This is always guaranteed to make you a shit ton of mana.
Yeah, it's...
At 2.
Yeah.
Plus 2. And it's a permanent, so you can flicker it, you can reanimate it, you can...
That's the issue, is we were talking about how fucked up Channel is, and they're like, what if you could reanimate Channel? The big issue with Dockside after playing with it a little bit when it was still legal is that this was plus on mana 99.9% of the time.
Literally never seen it be dead.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I can think back to every single, like, first 3 turns of the last, like, 15 games of Commander I've played. And, like, yeah, it would have been plus then. It had been plus in all of them.
Next time you guys are playing Commander at home, if you do play Commander, just take a picture of the board state and just count how much Dockside mana it would have been.
Yeah.
It's just a fun thought experiment.
Next up, we got Emrakul the Aeon's Torn. 15!
Boom!
Oh my god! Legendary creature, so this could have been a commander. This spell can't be countered. Well,
I did spend 15.
I spent 15 mana. It better. When you cast a spell, take an extra turn after this one.
I did spend 15.
I did spend 15 mana, so... Flying. Protection from spells that are 1 or more colors. Well, that's basically all of them.
Yeah.
Annihilator 6. Well, that's quite a good many things.
That sack 6 things when I swing.
And then when it's put into the graveyard from anywhere, shuffle it into the graveyard, into their library. That part doesn't really matter because we're probably going to throw it back in the command zone and fucking play it for 17. Because if I could play it for 15, I'm thinking I can play it for 17.
You know what card this is good with? Is
15,
Channel.
15. Really good with Channel.
This one is confusing to me because there are a lot of cards you could play with this where it's not your commander that would be very good.
Yeah.
Like you like through the breach it or sneak attack it or whatever. And it's like, oh, fucking that guy dies. I think that's another good thing to ban is that guy dies cards. Everybody dies cards. I'm less inclined to be super mad at because it's like, well, the game's over. But that guy dies is a really annoying way of saying, all right, you get on your phone. Now we're all going to talk.
I love it when one guy dies.
I hate when one guy dies. It's so stupid.
You want to know the way I think of it? It's the good guy with a gun idea. Because there's always
one dickhead.
There is one stupid son of a bitch at the table that I'm like, God, I wish you were dead right now. And then we could have a nice normal game of Commander with these 3 people. And I'm like, if only I could just kill this fucker immediately.
So it is. This is like the.
I don't think Emrakul does that. By the way, I think Emrakul wins the game single-handedly.
Yeah, if you do just play every mana rock in the entire world and then cast Emrakul, like
yeah, that's all you would do, right? Yeah. It would just be a colorless deck full of every single fucking mana rock there is, and like Eldrazi temples and bullshit like that. And yeah, you'd probably throw this out on like turn 4. 5? Probably somewhere around there.
I don't think it's that quick.
I think you could get to 15 by 5. I think you could. I mean, you'd have to draw cards. That's the thing. You'd have to draw more stuff.
There's probably a better reason
you can make a lot of mana,
that it's banned, but yeah, it is just like a card that's like, this is also besides the one guy dies thing that I really don't like, the reason that I think this card is probably fine to stay banned is this is a we're waiting for this to be a problem kind of card. Like, even it's the same thing as Primeval Titan.
I'd argue it'd be a problem immediately.
Well, yeah, no, it probably would suck immediately. But what I'm saying is that this is a card where you go, let's unban Emrakul and see what happens. All it takes is like several years down the line being like, wait, fuck, we forgot to look at this. Oh god, this is like way worse than it used to be. Like Primeval Titan, when it got banned, the thing it was getting was like Cabal Coffer's Urborg, and people are like, oh shit. Now it's getting like Field of the Dead, like Talon Gates of Madara, fucking
I'll save my thoughts on Prime Time for later.
Yeah, I know you
That's
will.
farther down the list. We're going alphabetically.
But you get what I'm saying, where it's like...
I do know what you mean.
When a card says like artifact or land, like in big quotation marks, and that's it, you set yourself up for like, ooh, I hope they don't print any good ones of these anytime soon.
Next up...
It's like Tinker.
Arayo?
Arayo? Soratami
I'm going to go with Arayo. I like that better. Arayu. like Street Fighter. Soratami Ascendant. Well, this just doesn't seem like it does anything, Alex. A 2-mana legendary creature, Moonfolk Monk, flying whenever the force spell of a turn is played. Flip. Right. Oh, I get it. No, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that was...
For those who don't have the card pulled up and flipped upside down, it
counters the first fucking spell you play.
So we were talking with our friend Paige about this earlier the week, and she was like, they could probably unban this card. I'm like,
no, what are you talking about?
Why?
Yeah, also, why would you want to?
Why? That's another thing, too, whenever people talk about unbanning cards, is like, a lot of them, I'm like, why would you unban this? It would just make shit not fun.
Like, who is begging for this?
Yeah.
Nobody, I don't want that one.
Yeah.
That's not, all right. And also...
How the hell am I going to cast 4 spells in one turn?
Yeah, here's the thing. You don't have to, right? Like, this is just whenever anybody...
This is just when a player...
The 4th spell. The 4th one. So if I cast one, they cast one, they cast one, they cast one. Yoop. Yippee!
Yeah, engaging in bad faith stack wars with people to flip my Arayo.
And like it would also, literally you would just like, you would be like, all right, opt on my turn. And just like see if anybody else is going to chip anything in, right? Just like, do you want to do anything?
It's 4th spell in a turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure.
Any turn.
Yeah. I was making sure it wasn't like put a counter on this and when the 4th counter.
No, but it's just like if 4 spells get cast in a turn, then fucking yoop. Which also like, it would lead to like the so fun mini game of like 3 spells have been cast. Or no, like two spells have been cast. And then you go to resolve some big fuck off annoying thing. And it's like, well, do you want to interact with it?
Yeah. I mean, that's the 3rd spell.
That would be 4. Yeah. Shit like that.
Or just somebody goes like, land elf and then play another elf. And you're like, all right, gush opt. Flip them.
Yeah. It would be good and it would be annoying. It probably isn't like, in terms of raw power, it's not good enough.
It's not too good. It's just like too easy to access, and also why the fuck would you ever want this in a game?
Yeah.
It's a legendary creature.
Anyways, next up is Falling Star. This is very similar to Chaos
Dexterity
Orb.
card. Just skip it.
Fast Bond.
Yeah, this one I also think is just like...
So not only does this Fast Bond, folks, singular green enchantment, you may put as many lands into play as you want each turn. Fast Bond does 1 damage to you for every land beyond the first that you play in a single turn. It's a lot like Channel. And also, you are putting lands into play, which back in the day, those didn't used to have effects on them.
Now they do.
Now they do. The lands are way, 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 way better. And also, back in the day, they didn't really have anything that triggered when you played a land. Now
a lot
we
of
do.
Those now. Yeah, this shit goes infinite with my fucking left sock, bro.
Yeah, this shit is too goddamn good.
Can't have it around.
You're gonna have 1 million mana, and all your lands are gonna do something
in the million mana format.
Yeah, in the 1 million mana format, and also every single like card you have that triggers off of a landfall thing is gonna go insane. Fast Bond is egregious. You can't do that.
It's a no go. It's a no go.
This one, got banned
in our lifetime.
Wow, yeah, wow. I mean, Dockside did too. That's probably the other one recently. But Flash, this one got banned. Wow, I remember talking about this at my game store. I remember there were guys at my game store that played Flash Hulk. That was their deck. And they were like, fuck.
Great. My fucking unintuitive dog shit combo deck that kills everybody out of nowhere got the card ban. What am I going to do now? Build another unintuitive combo deck that
I will say there was exactly one real one. One real demon that was like, I'm still playing Hulk, bro.
Hulk the hard way is respectable.
Yeah, he was doing like get a sack outlet out there and then like either just hard ramp into it or cheat it into play, like that type of. Just doing add a couple steps.
I had a Carador deck for a while,
and then it was still the same combo.
Yeah.
By the end, like the pile you get from the Hulk was still the same shit.
I had a Carador deck for a while where the combo was Hulk the hard way, where you would Pattern of Rebirth and then flip it into Hulk and then sack the Hulk and go nuts. For those not tapped into all the shorthand words we're using right now, Flash is an instant from Visions. It's 1 in a blue, and it says you can put a creature from your hand into play. You have to pay its mana cost reduced by 2.
Correct. Because that's how much Flash costs.
Yeah. Or sacrifice the creature. So what people will do is they'll play Flash, and they'll just be like, I'm not paying that shit. And then the creature will die, and they'll get the die trigger from the creature. And the best one that people had figured out for a very long time was Protean Hulk, which is from Dissension, I think.
I'll be impressed if you binked it. I'll look it up for you. Keep talking.
5 green. It's like a beast 5. It's like a 5/7, I think. When Protean Hulk dies, you search your library for a bunch of creatures.
Dude, it is Dissension.
Yes, I'm
Bang.
Nice. It's a 5/7 too, right? It's a 6/6. I'm so fucking stupid.
Such a fat fucking
chud. I got the set right. I couldn't get the power toughness right. When Protean Hulk dies, you search your library for creatures with total mana value of 6 or less.
That's why it's a 6/6.
It's a 6/6 because it's eating all the 6s.
Yeah.
And you put them into play. You just fucking dump them. So what people would do is they would.
There's a million different piles of guys you could go to get that just. They spell out the sentence, win the game.
Yeah.
Over a very convoluted
The easiest one for a very long time is you would flash your Protean Hulk and you would go get a sack outlet and Karmic Guide. Karmic Guide is 5 mana 2/2 reanimate a guy. You reanimate your Protean Hulk, then you sack it again, and then you go get like a Blood Artist and a Revel Arc, and then you just fucking sack the 2 forever until everybody dies.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is
Nobody's doing anything fun with Flash.
I think it's a pretty reasonable ban.
Yeah.
It's because even if you're not doing Protean Hulk, which was just win the game you could win the game turn 1, like
2 mana
really
win the
easily.
Game. Yeah, box diamond land.
Back in the day, there was a modern deck to win on turn 0. You would win on your opponent's turn 1
with Flash.
Doing Flash Hulk.
Oh, in Commander?
No, in Modern.
Flash is not legal in Modern, bro.
Maybe Extended. Might be older.
There
was a deck where literally the god hand for it.
Yeah,
was,
kill on turn 0.
It is as old as ley lines are.
Because you
needed the flash ley line for it.
I thought you would.
Oh wait, no, I'm being extra stupid. No, what?
You're just gemstone, right?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's just gemstone. It's just gemstone and a like a spirit guide.
Yeah. Gemstone Mine, for those who don't know, it's a land that if you're on the draw, you can put it into play on your opponent's first turn as like a pregame action, but you have to pitch a card from your hand. So it made it so you were like on the play still in a way, but you had to like pitch a card to do it. And basically the only decks that I've ever played it are evil, scary fuckers.
Yeah.
The fairest deck I ever played it in was Rhinos, and they were still cheating.
I'm just checking real quick. Mirage.
It's never been legal in
6th.
Yeah. Oh, Mirage. I said Visions. Same block. It's the same block. Don't yell at me.
I think I was probably just talking about a Legacy deck.
Yeah.
Which is funny because the time that you would be doing this to people in Legacy, it's like, it's just funny to like think about like the types of decks you would be seeing back then where like they're like, that's kind of the era of Legacy that people that liked Legacy and are probably moving on from it nowadays are like, dude, golden era for Legacy. And it's like, you can gemstone flash people, bro.
There was, I I remember Hungry on Plane posted a video about Flash Hulk. I forget what format that was. It might have been extended. But he was talking about like the guy who won the biggest tournament for it was just like, I'm just gonna see if this does it. He's like, I haven't played any of this deck before. I'm just gonna rock it. Yeah, Flash is no good. I think it's fine to be banned. You're gonna have to really.
The only there's not. It's one of those like you can't be trusted type of ideas. I mean, to me, I don't think necessarily in terms of like power level, it's the most insane card of all time. I think probably the experience that a lot of people learned with it is that you are sitting there holding your spot removal or whatever, and whatever creature they go to flash in has a death trigger.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: as Flash resolves, the thing's already dead. That's how Flash works. So you're sitting there with like swords, which like exile a thing with death trigger. You've learned enough that you know that's a good idea. Flash doesn't give a damn. It just put this into play. It's dead now, and you're like, huh? There's no interaction to be had with the creature because when the spell resolves, it's already in the yard. And like, yeah, it has like a feels bad attached to it, which I don't really give a shit about because I think it's fine to make players feel bad. The whole game feels bad a lot of times, and I think it's good that people need to learn their fucking lessons. But also,
I think it's a game and you should just like it. I think you should just have fun.
I want everyone to die. But I will say, I mean, nobody's up to anything good. There's no fair way to play a Flash.
I said it earlier. There's just there's no fun Flash.
Next up, I think this might be the only guy on the list that you make an argument for. Golos Tireless Pilgrim. What do you think about Golos?
I really liked Golos when he was legal, and I played a lot of him. I think that the reasons they gave for banning him was that he was too homogenizing, which is just a way of saying that we made a card that was good, so everybody wants to build decks with him, and he's like a 5-color legend, so that's even more so. But now they just like keep doing it. They keep printing more 5-color legends all the time that are just boring, and they're less strong and less generically good. But the thing that I thought was really cool about Golos, and this is my argument for like generic commanders, is that people could be like, this is my X Golos deck. You would build like, this is Golos fucking flyers.
You know, I think it's funny that you say that. Every single Golos deck I ever saw might as well have been
copy pasted from the last one. Yeah. A lot of Golos
everybody
decks,
built them the same.
Yes.
No creativity.
That is another issue with Golos.
Which is just the failing of the player base.
Yes.
Right? No fault in the card particularly.
So that's my thing, is that the reason that Golos was
Real quick, Golos, Tireless Pilgrim, 5-mana, legendary, artifact creature, scout, M20. ETB, go get any fucking land, put it on the battlefield tab, shuffle, and then pay 2 and Wooburg. That's all colors of mana. Exile the top 3 cards of your library. You may play them this turn without paying their mana cost. And he's a 3/5. So what were you saying?
I think it's cool that he gave players an outlet to do like silly, funny stuff and just have like a generically good thing to do in the command zone with it. But I will say that a lot of the like good Golos decks where you're just like, I'm going to play every extra land card and I'm going to play all the like generically good fucking ramp pieces and Rhystic Study and Smothering Tithe. It's like the Kenrith problem where it's like, I'm playing 5 colors so I can play all the good cards, not necessarily I'm playing 5 color because I'm playing all of my favorite cards.
Yeah, I'm playing 5 color because all my favorite things span the colors, or I found some, this with this, and blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to do, like, I need a lot of gold cards to do all this, build this stupid machine that I'm building. It's just like, okay, so
I don't have to pick.
The 10 best white cards and the 10 best blue cards, and just... Spreadsheet, not deck.
Green and blue for Tatiova, and then white and black for Anguished Unmaking, and then Smothering Tithe, Rhystic Study, Cyclonic Rift.
So when I will say the copy paste of Golos deck that I saw was every single one of them was like this, where it was basically a pretty generic 5-color good stuff pile, but with a little bit of a focus on lands, because he can go get one, right?
You always go get Field of the Dead.
Yes, and Field of the Dead, most common thing to go get, usually. And they would have a lot of ramp and whatever. And then it would just be get to 5 Golos as soon as possible, play Golos, go get whatever the best land is, and then for the rest of the game, literally the only thing they would ever do is tap all of their mana and spin the wheel on Golos.
Yeah.
And it was just generic good stuff that would come out of the deck.
Yes.
And there is nothing beyond that.
It is also especially frustrating as a commander because it is generic mana that most of the time the first Golos pays for the second Golos and so on and
whatever
so
you're
forth.
going to go and get is going to be worth 2 mana.
Yeah, but also if you just think about the math, like if I on turn 5 play Golos and get a 6th land and then play my 7th land for turn, if you killed Golos to prevent me from activating, I'm spending my turn 6 spending 7 mana to just play Golos again.
Yeah.
And then the Field of the Dead gets worse. Like I'm just making it continuously. Even if you're not doing the Field of the Dead thing, like the cute way to do it was you'd do Maze's End. And that was also not very cute because it just happened instantly. Like it was so easy to do Maze's End with Golos. It was like almost trivial. I think that this is another card that is banned because people can't control themselves, which is what the ban list is for. I think if you let people have fun and do interesting things in their casual format, that Golos is a lot more fun and interesting. I think that given people's predisposition to play things that are generically good in the casual format for whatever reason, you will just have Golos decks that look really similar and they won't be very fun.
True.
So I'm fine with it being banned. I think that you could unban it and it would be a little miserable for a little while, but I think it's been long enough that people have realized there's way more shit.
I think if you unban it right now, it's actually probably totally chill, and the homogenization idea of it is probably dissipated by now.
There's just way more shit to be
You
doing
bring it back for a little while. Because people are like, unbanned! And everybody, it's basically like it's brand new again.
Yeah. But there's 17,000 legendary creatures.
That's going to last for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like when it came out. All right. Next up, we got Grizzy B. Gristlebrand, 4 black. Legendary creature, demon, flying, lifelink, pay 7 life, draw 7. He's a 7/7.
When he said 4, he means 4 generic, 4 black pips.
It's true. 4 and then 4. Is he the GOAT? Is this just the greatest creature they've ever made?
Pretty close.
It's this and Atraxa, right?
You always and Emrakul.
Well, yeah, that's true.
If you're just thinking about like Guy, if it's in play, it's like, holy shit.
What I do is I think the best way to go, who's the best creature? You go and look at either Legacy or Vintage, and you see, what are we reanimating?
Yeah, what are we targeting with reanimate?
Yeah.
It's usually this fucker or Atraxa.
Yeah.
They would reanimate Emrakul if he didn't shuffle.
Yeah. This guy, don't get it twisted if you've never played with or against Gristlebrand. This is the most text box says win the game. That's what it says. The game's over. You lose.
Yeah. Man, this card does a really good job of leveraging the high life totals of Commander.
Yeah, I think it would do even better at that. Here's, funnily enough, I think that Gristlebrand in the deck for Commander, I think Gristlebrand in your deck
no go
is way stronger than Gristlebrand is your Commander.
I think they're both pretty bad.
Because my thinking is it's a lot harder to entomb your Commander.
Well,
if you're going to cheat, right? Because, like, I mean, you know, if they just get to 8 black and they cast it and it resolves, all right, they win the game. Whatever. Like, that still is what Gristlebrand does.
Yeah.
But to me, having it guaranteed in the command zone where reanimating it is going to take steps, and like that's usually the route in which black would take to cheat a thing into play. Like, obviously you can like go fuck off rituals and get it done, right? But at least that's moving parts and steps, right? And like generally reanimator is fucking entomb the thing, reanimate it, done.
Yeah.
Right? It's 2-step process. It takes 2 cards. And like generally, if you were going to try and storm off and get Gristlebrand out of your command zone and play it by just going like ritual, make a fuck ton of mana, whatever, at least that's minimum, that's going to be like 1 more card. And it's way more interactable.
I guess. In my head, they're both pretty bad. Obviously, you don't want people just entombing Gristlebrand and reanimating him in like fucking any deck.
No.
That would suck. But
also, this guy costs like $1. Everybody's going to do it.
Yeah. It's another issue with it is that if Gristlebrand is your commander, I go, I wonder what this guy does. And he goes like, swamp, petal, ritual, Gristlebrand. All good? And you just have to be like, no, but Go nuts.
Yeah. All right. Now let's
draw 7. Oh, look, even more redundant pieces of artifact ramp.
Let's see what happens here, I guess. Yeah.
I wonder if black has ways to gain life.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think
it's the Bolus of Citadel.
I don't think that Gristlebrand is going to be cool or interesting if you were to be playing it. But I just kind of thought the idea that it being in the command zone
is
funnily
arguably
enough,
a little weaker.
I think it would be weaker than if it was in the deck.
Probably.
I
by a little bit.
I mean,
because you have to jump through more hoops, but it's not too many more hoops.
There's not a huge margin there.
I think if your deck is literally all I do is get to 8 mana on turn 1, you could build a pretty disgusting pervert deck. Because you don't care about what anybody else is playing. You're like, I just need to get to 8.
Yeah.
Look at this card that's in my hand.
I also definitely don't think like once it's in play and they're going pay 7, draw 7, like it's not like that's gonna be cool.
Yeah. Wow. Are you gonna draw 7 cards again? I wonder what they're gonna do next. Next up.
I'd be surprised if they ever let Gristlebrand go. I would. Next up, Hole Breacher.
Designed for Commander, and I think they maybe designed a little too much.
They put this one in the Legends set. They really thought this was gonna be the one. Hole Breacher, 2 and a blue, creature, merfolk, pirate, flash. I'm noticing that a lot of the merfolk often have the keyword flash, and I think that's interesting.
It's indicative of a common behavior.
Yeah, something that they like to do to maybe upstanding citizens and perhaps even their children.
Yeah, creatures of lower mana value.
Flash, if an opponent would draw a card except the first one they draw in each of their draw steps, instead, you create a treasure token. So this is just locking up any and all extra card draw and ramping for it.
And not even like the broken extra card draw, just
any of it.
Yeah. The issue I have with a lot of these
Your spiritual companion is getting shut down by Hole Breacher.
Yeah, exactly. I
like where its heart is at.
I don't know. Well, I think all the stop drawing cards, it just doesn't work.
What do you mean?
Well, okay, so
some of them do.
No.
I can think of a man with a firm handshake that works great.
I see him 2 clicks down, bro. The issue with the don't draw extra cards is that you're right. Their heart is sort of in the right place where it's like, all right.
Usually the guy drawing a million is evil.
Yeah, I would agree.
Most of the time.
But
that person's evil.
My issue is...
And so you would think that trying to stop the evildoer...
Yeah.
Yeah.
My issue with it is that the only guy who's eviler than the guy drawing a million cards is the guy playing Hole Breacher and then drawing a million cards.
Yeah.
Because he's casting Wheel.
Yeah, it's true.
The issue... So
also, I would note, too, Hole Breacher, a card that seems really designed to take advantage of, I don't know, some dickhead with a Rhystic study. Same color as Rhystic study.
Yeah,
you're just going to play both. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. How am I going to pay for my Rhystic study? Oh, I know. The 3 treasures I made off Hole Breacher.
I think something like Hole Breacher makes a lot more sense in white or red. Or... Like you, those are the colors you would look to because, in my eyes, if you're making a card that's designed to stop somebody from drawing a billion, you should probably put that in a color that's not really known for drawing a billion. So that kind of leaves you with 2 options, and it's white or red.
I think that the most fair way to design this kind of mechanic is when somebody draws a card, you get a bonus. It is not they skip it. Because they skip it is just a great way to turn a bunch of cards that were already kind of okay into Mind Twist.
I think they skip it.
The worst way to do it by far
is. I think it's doable.
I think they've done it like a million times and it's never worked.
I think it's worked a couple times.
Nope, it's never been good.
I think
it's never been like
I will say
helpful.
It is most egregious when they tack on a benefit.
Yes.
When it is the hard.
The benefit is they skip their
That's
draw.
what I'm saying. Why does there need to be an extra bit, right?
Yeah.
Like there's the shutdown effect, and then there's also, why are we putting the also? I would play this if it just stopped them from drawing.
Yeah.
All right? I don't need the other shit.
Like Notion Thief is like they skip it and you draw it instead. I'm like,
Yeah.
why?
Yeah, Narset is the most reasonable one,
And it's still evil.
and it's still pretty evil. Also, notably, Narset's blue.
Yeah.
Stop making them blue. Why? Just give it to the people that are trying to save the day. Why do we keep giving the villains also the same shit?
Yeah.
Just means they're gonna play both.
The call's coming from inside the house.
Yeah.
The most recent one they've done of these is Orcish Bowmasters. And even this one is still kind of egregious.
Yeah, I don't like that one because it came from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. My
But-
big issue with the Orcish Bowmasters one is that even if they aren't drawing a lot of cards, it's still fucking annoying.
Yeah.
And then
If you
also,
draw one every turn, you're like, what the fuck?
yeah.
Stop it.
But it's like very funny because another big reason I have issue with Orcish Bowmasters is it pings things too. If it just hit face, I'd be like, damn, that sucks. They're making a really big guy and they're pinging face. But it's also like, all right, don't play extra draw cards. All right, I'll just play to the board. Don't do that either.
Yeah, don't do that. It's like, what the
Stop
hell,
it.
man?
It's like, why does your raise the alarm just fucking shake all the lunch money out of my pockets, bro? This is crazy.
After Hull Breacher, we have Iona, Shield of Emeria.
Yeah, don't.
6, white. Legendary creature, angel, flying as Iona, Shield of Emeria enters the battlefield. Choose a color.
There's 5 of them.
Uh-oh. Your opponents can't cast spells of the chosen color. Uh-oh. This, I've heard that they like wrote a little post about this where they
We're
were
thinking
like,
about
we're
it.
thinking about this one. And I was like,
I got some advice.
Huh?
Stop thinking about it.
This one is just, as much as I talk about, I yearn for the brutality of Magic and being an evil asshole all the time. This is one where I'm just like, this is antithetical to the format, right? Like the whole idea of like color identity and you pick your commander and blah, blah, blah. And people like their guys and whatever. And it's like, yeah, you show up with monocolor and somebody slaps Iona on the board and you lose the game instantly.
Yeah, you want to talk about killing a guy.
Me, you don't lose the game. You just can't play.
Yeah.
You're stuck. And it's like, I don't know why you would want this in the color identity format. There's no reason to do this. It's also not good.
Yeah, it is very good at specifically being very annoying to very specific kinds of people.
It's awesome when that guy's playing blue and blue and blue. Yeah, it's great. You shut off blue because all 3 of these people are on blue. Doesn't happen that often. Usually people are playing different stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not even that particularly powerful. And really, it's just like whoever is on whatever color, God forbid you're on monocolor, so then you're really held hostage. You're either kneecapped or you're held hostage, and whoever still gets to play, not particularly incentivized in helping you out.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you turned off both of their decks? All right. Well, I guess
Cool.
I'm just going to assemble.
I'll try to win the 1v1 and then make sure I've got enough value that I beat them when you're dead.
Yeah.
Like, all right, what are we doing?
All right, guys, keep playing your land drops because when that person dies, I have to kill both of you next.
Yeah.
My big issue with Iona is that it is like a stacks piece, quotation marks. But in my head, fun stacks is when it is a puzzle. Winter Orb is a puzzle. It's like, how do I manage my resources in order to like offset this person's clear asymmetrical sort of game plan? They are using more mana in like either artifacts or they are like spending their mana really efficiently to like beat me down. How do I get through that while also like still trying to advance my board state? And sometimes the puzzle is like unsolvable. You just die. But there's play to it. This one, when it matters, is like there's no play. It's like
not a lot to be done with this one.
So I'm playing red-white, and the things that I can take creatures off the board with are white. And they reanimate Iona, and I go, all right, what do we name him? They name White. All right, I guess I'm going to play a bunch of red looting spells and kind of look around and see if maybe we can find something that isn't white.
Yeah, and they want you to go through the humiliation ritual of begging and pleading the player with black
guy
mana.
who's playing Grixis, please kill the creature.
Please, 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 please. I'll never attack you for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I'll fucking bend over and let you fuck me in the butt hard style if you just fucking kill the Iona.
Oh my god, if you kill this Iona, my mother, she's yours. Next up, Jeweled Lotus. It's fucking
It's Black Lotus.
It's Black Lotus for your commander. I don't give a shit. Fuck this one.
Black Lotus for the card that I built my whole deck around? Why? By Jove, that sounds like a great idea.
Yippee!
Yeah, fuck that one.
Don't really need to talk about that one. Caracas.
I'm just now noticing that the MagicWizards.com official ban and restricted list is just not in alphabetical order.
No, I'm going off of a different list because it has
they went Iona into Caracas into Jeweled Lotus. That's not the alphabet, Watsy.
Mine has little pictures, so I can make sure I know what the card is that I'm talking about. Although most of these I know off the top of my head. Caracas. I know I just got done talking about Iona and how Iona is antithetical to
the idea of the format.
And this one says
tap, return target
legendary creature to its owner's hand.
There is a world where this card maybe is slightly fun.
I think this one has some play.
I think that
I think you could let this one's like a bad dog that you still take to the park every once in a while. Where you're like, I know he might bite somebody, but also...
What am I going to do, keep him inside all day? Yeah.
He's got to run around a little. Come on.
Hey, play nice. Play nice.
Hey, I swear he's not normally like this. And like,
he's usually so sweet and you have a muzzle on him.
I like Caracas. Mainly, it's got fun stuff you can do with it.
Yeah.
And also, I will say too, a lot of these commanders are bad if you bounce those. Don't do that. You're gonna fuck things up, man.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna Caracas your Zakama.
Right? Like they kind of. I think Caracas a lot of times the idea is like.
Oh, I forgot that you could just bounce your own. The Caracas Zakama would probably be a problem.
Caracas is extremely utility based in that you can. It's removal. It's a combo piece. It's protection. Like, it does a lot of cool shit for all your legendaries. And does a lot of annoying shit for most of your opponent's legendaries. There's a lot of those guys that have like an ETB or some shit where you do not want to just be giving that back to people. And like, yeah, I know, whatever. Somebody plays their commander and then you're like, gotcha. Yoop.
Yeah, pay 1 mana counter every turn for the rest of the game.
And like, yeah. You
want to talk about incentivizing people to play higher CMC commanders, not this.
Yeah. Well, here's, you know what it does incentivize?
Land destruction.
A little more land destruction. I just think that legalizing Caracas pushes my agenda.
Yeah.
Of we should be strip mining each other more often.
Strip mine, Wasteland, Chaos War, Jenner's Gifts.
Let's get the demolition field in action.
Let's start stone
Let's
raining.
Get Tech Edge started.
Let's meet up and
start
die.
It up. Meet up and die.
I'll bring a stone rain. You bring a stone rain.
I
Let's
will
bang
say
out.
probably. Well, the argument that I am making is maybe it doesn't need to be banned, but also
this definitely should stay banned.
I think probably the environment that bringing it in is probably not as fun as the environment of leaving it out. Yeah. I'd have fun with it for like 3 days.
Even if this said return target legendary creature you control to its owner's hand,
that'd be awesome.
It still would just be probably way
for
too
free.
Good. Yeah, for
it's
free.
A legendary, man.
Probably
for
way
a reason.
Too good.
Yeah, this shit's really
Tapped
good.
For white still, dude. This is crazy.
Next up, the man with the firm handshake. Leavold, Emissary of Tress. Black, green, blue. Legendary creature, Elf Advisor. Each opponent can't draw more than 1 card each turn. Whenever you or opponent you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you may draw a card. 3/3. I love this guy.
You or whenever a creature you control, right? You said opponent.
Whenever you or a permanent you control becomes
opponent.
the target of a spell or an ability an opponent controls, you may draw. So basically, anytime you fuck with me, I get to draw, and then you don't draw extra. This is definitely suffering from the why is there an extra fucking thing on here?
Why does he do more shit? Yeah.
Yeah. Why does it replace itself? Like, because like you could play this in like Legacy and shit, and it's pretty damn good there.
Yeah, because all those fuckers are playing Brainstorm.
Yeah, and so it shuts that off, and then also it replaces itself. You kill it, and I get to draw a card. So it's pretty damn good. And in Commander, it's especially doubly good. In that it's
a legendary creature.
It's a legendary creature in that you would be playing this as your commander. And I Funnily enough, I like this card so much that I have basically never played Sultai because every time I look at the commanders for Sultai, I'm like, I just wish I was playing Leavold. And I'm not allowed.
Which is crazy too, because to me this is the like least texture, like most boring guy of all time.
Well, that just means I can play whatever I want in the deck.
Yeah, but so the reason that I like Golos for like vague sort of whatever the fuck.
Leavold doesn't tell me to do anything.
Yeah,
he just says all that shit that you hate, I'll hold it down for you. You do whatever you want.
Yeah.
The shit that I hate is when everybody jerks off and draws a billion. I hate that.
Yeah.
Stop doing that. I'll let you draw like 2. All right. But before Leavold hits the board, you're not drawing. You're gonna draw 1. All right. Let's not get greedy.
I do genuinely just think that like the kind of deck that you hate is a Leavold deck.
No. Well, I mean, yes.
Like,
because they're going to be doing it too.
That's what they're going to be doing.
Yeah, and they're going to draw a million and stop it.
The most like fucking one eye, one tooth drilling into his bib guy of all time is going to pull up with his Leavold deck, and he's going to miss half of his triggers, and you just can't win in a million years.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I think Leavold is totally valid to keep banned in that. Yeah, it does the thing where it does not stop somebody from cheating, because the person cheating is going to be the Leavold deck. So, yippee. Like, there's a lot of ways. I really, a lot of this boils down to, God, I fucking hate Rhystic Studies so goddamn much. Put it on the ban list.
Please ban
stupid
that
idiots.
shit. Please ban Smothering Tide. Please ban Rhystic Study. Please ban Soul Ring.
Like, we wouldn't need to keep making these, like, basically completely unplayable. You get to play this in 4-player only decks or cards that like are meant to be prescriptive silver bullets for Rhystic Study and Smothering Tithe and shit like that. You wouldn't need to make these stupid ass cards that also usually need to be banned a lot of times if the original problem just was also banned. Yeah. All right.
I can't always have nature's claim, man. Sometimes you just got to get rid of it.
Anyways, Library of Alexandria. This one only draws you 1 card, so I think it's fine.
We were talking about this one the other day, and it made me laugh so hard when Miller's like, you could probably unban Library.
I was just thinking about all the stupid bullshit in Commander, and I was like, you could probably get away with Library. It's 1 card, bro.
And then I'm like, Miller, you know that you draw a card at the beginning of your turn every turn, and you start at 8 in Commander?
Yeah, Commander is the starting at 8 format, and I was like, oh, yeah, never mind. Yeah, that's no good.
So first land, Library, go. Up to 8.
Well, don't you think that maybe it would make the going 4th spot better?
Yeah, you're only allowed to play Library of Alexandria if you're going 4th. How does that sound? Is everybody like that rule?
Oh, man.
Finally, last seat gets a buff.
Yeah, Library is not... This one.
You never played with Library of Alexandria? This is another playing with mocks and stuff kind of thing. It's just not fun. Like, if you're playing it, it's awesome. You draw like 1,000 cards. If you're playing against it, fucking die. Like, you just die instantly.
I think a lot of people just really don't understand how, if you are playing a deck that is, I will say, doing the Library thing that it's known for, a lot harder in Commander because there's other people at the table. There's
it's hard to go 1 for 1.
But, I mean, literally, what you would do is you'd be playing hard control, and you would go Library, go, draw a card, and then from then on, the game is going to be answer whatever you did, draw. Answer whatever you did, draw. And it's literally just 1 for 1, tap my Library to draw a card.
You could probably...
the whole game.
You could play like 45 Wraths Library of Alexandria and just like see what happens.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking good.
Limited resources.
1 mana.
1 mana. Enchantment. You want to read it? Because I forget the exact order.
When limited resources comes into play, each player chooses 5 lands he or she controls and sacks the rest. We banned this one because of woke, not to do with lands. No, I'm playing, folks. We banned this one because it's really cheap, easy ass mass land destruction.
Yeah,
as long as there are 10 or more lands in play, players cannot play lands.
Really easy to just do this and be like, you guys are done. That's it.
Yeah.
Because let it be known, when it says ETB sack to 5, that doesn't mean everybody can play up to 5 later. 10 is the max forever.
Yeah, this one is just a classic, man, we weren't supposed to have 4 people at the table. Because, like, it makes an amount of sense when it's 2 people. You're like, okay, 5 plus 5, 10. Yeah. And it's like, oh no, it's 10 for fucking everybody, bro. That's
So for those doing math at home, let's say hypothetically it's turn 3. And I have a bunch of mana rocks in play, and I've played my 3rd land or whatever. And I go limited resources. And I'm the last player.
Yeah.
3, 6, 9, 12. That's it.
No more.
On 3 lands?
Yeah. Play the game out.
And we're just done.
This is a 1 mana enchantment.
If you're on the play and you go 3rd land, limited resources, 3, 5, 7, 9. 1 more land. Better make it count.
And you know somebody's cast like a rampant growth or something.
Yeah.
So it's like it's beyond that, right?
Could be you. You could be the one who puts the extra land into play. Fuck it. Just fetch or something.
Yeah. As much as I love hurting the mana base and this one, it's fucking 1 mana and it doesn't scale for multiplayer. So it's gotta go. It's just one of those, it doesn't work with the conceit of the format being that this is 4 people.
I remember seeing that card and being like, why is this banned? What the fuck? This would be so cool. And I've thought about it way more and just done basic like napkin math about it and been like, never mind.
Hang on.
Probably no point of the game that this is fun to play.
Next up, we got Lutri the Spell Chaser. This is a companion, folks. 1.
But it's been unbanned.
It has been unbanned very recently, along with Biorhythm. It has been banned, or excuse me, it was banned.
Period.
Like just outright everything. Now it is only banned as a companion. So you can have this as your commander. You can put it in the deck. You just cannot have this be your companion because the companion requirement for this card, each non-land card in your starting deck has a different name. Commander is a singleton format, so
it's
all of the blue and red decks just get this one, and that's
can't be doing that.
Yeah. Not even to say it would be crazy good, but it's just like,
why?
All of them would just get it by default.
Yeah. It's just free.
Yeah, it's free. Just go for it.
It is really funny to have a companion requirement that essentially boils down to like your deck contains spells.
Yeah, right? And the effect for this, the funny little otter is flash. When Lutri the Spell Chaser enters the battlefield, if you cast it, copy target instant or sorcery spell you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. It's a 3/2. It's a delightful card.
It's a little legendary dual caster mage.
Yeah, it's fun. But like it would just be, the companion is just on by default all the fucking time, so whatever. Next up, Mana Crypt. A lot of people really didn't like this one. A lot of people went, wheh, you banned my 2nd Soul Ring.
This one costs 0.
Buddy, if I had my way, we'd be coming for the other one too, okay?
I'm banning talismans, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Fuck it. Take them all out.
No, in all seriousness, I don't think there's basically any fast mana that you can have legal in your format that would be appropriate. And I'm including the stuff that's currently unbanned.
I'll say it. At 2 mana, that shit better enter tapped. You want an untapped mana rock? It costs 3.
I don't think we should go that far, but
I'll let you keep the colorless one.
Mind Stone, totally fine.
I'll let you keep Mind Stone and Prismatic Lens.
Prismatic Lens is the one that comes.
Let you keep those, and the one that rolls the planar die. there's some
dude. Oh my god, it would be crazy if I just knew that one off the dome. It's like worn something. So.
Yeah. No, but Mana Crypt, it's 0 mana Soul Ring. The downside is
sometimes it does
during
for
your
damage
upkeep
to
you flip a coin and heads or tails, it'll burn you. It burns you for 3 if you called it wrong. Fucking whatever. But really, it's just a 0 mana Soul Ring.
It's no good.
They ought to get rid of the 1 mana Soul Ring too, but here we are. A lot of people were big babies about this one because they went, wham, this costs a lot of money.
I spent $150 on a piece of cardboard.
I was like,
buddy, I've spent $100 on a piece of cardboard and fucking played with it and it got banned and it sucked afterwards.
Yeah.
I've played with $100 pieces of cardboard that are $10 now. I don't give a shit.
If you
Mana Crypt's still like $60.
I hate so much when money people complain about my expensive broken ass card got banned.
Yeah, you didn't see this coming?
Hey man, I'll let you know right now. When you play in a format that has a ban list, that means that stuff gets banned.
Yeah.
So when you play with something and you're sitting around going, isn't this fucked up? Can you believe that I'm allowed to do this? You have to know that every time you say that, you ought to be looking over your shoulder because one day you might not be allowed to do it anymore. You just have to know that when you buy something that's that good, they might come and rob you later. They might take that money from you, and you just have to accept that.
And also, Mana Crypt is $45.
Well, it didn't used to be.
Yeah, it used to be like $100-something bucks. But like, I have cards that I spent $100 on that are $10 now. They didn't even get banned.
It's true.
What the fuck? This is like the worst thing that can happen to the card. It's literally banned in Legacy, restricted in Vintage, banned in Commander, banned in Oathbreaker. Not legal in any formats. This is, for all intents and purposes, blank piece of cardboard, and you can still get rid of it for $45.
Which actually kind of is insane.
What are we complaining about?
It has to just be people just hedging that they'll unban it at some point.
One day. Dude, Dockside's still like $20. You literally can't play it anywhere. Jeweled Lotus is also like $60. It's like, these are blank pieces of cardboard. And people were like, oh, they take my market value. Bro, they should fucking throw you in the street and pull you asunder with horses. What?
Tar and feather your stupid ass.
Yeah.
Complain about this one more time, and you're getting a stake through you.
I'm tying stone tablets to your fucking ankles and throwing you in the nearest lake.
I'm bringing back keel hauling. Fuck it.
I'm not familiar with that one.
That's the one. This would happen on pirate ships. So, like on a boat with like an old, really any ship, but it's got barnacles and shit on the edge of it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So they would tie you, where they put like the lady on the mast.
Yeah, the keel is the underside.
Yeah, so they would tie you to the boat like that, and then they would drag you the underside of the boat. Like they would take a rope, right, that loops around the whole thing, and so they would drag you under and scrape you against all the barnacles and also drown you.
Yeah.
But the goal would be to drag you fast enough, and hopefully you didn't get stuck, that they could drag you the whole length of the boat and then pull you back up the other side of the boat, and you have been torn to shreds by barnacles, which might as well be razors.
Yeah.
And then hopefully you'd still be alive so that they could go again. Because we're not trying to kill you.
Yeah, these guys are bored.
That'd be too easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a little history note for any of our
knowledge. If you complain about your Mana Crypt getting banned.
If you complain about Mana Crypt, I'm keel hauling your ass. I'll make it happen.
We got a boat with your name on it.
Next up, Mox. Emerald, Jet, Pearl, Ruby, Sapphire.
What are we doing?
It's the Black Lotus thing again, but these are sometimes better. These cost 0.
But you only get one. Fuck you.
Oh my god. Yeah, I would love to see the commander deck that is all of the Moxes, all of the Lotuses, and a Soul Ring and a Mana Crypt and whatever the fuck else they've left over.
I wonder what we're doing turn 1.
Dude, this is going to be so fun. Yeah, not much to talk about with these ones.
Next
up, Nadu, Wings Wisdom. This is one they put in a modern set that was printed for Commander, and it fucked up both formats. Isn't that neat?
Actually, no place to play this.
Yippee!
2 good in 1v1, and by golly, wouldn't you believe it, it's 2 good in multiplayer.
Yeah, it's crazy that when you have an even bigger card pool and people are doing less interacting with you, that this one is one's also still fucked up.
This one's good even if they do interact with you.
It's true.
Nadu Winged Wisdom, for those not tapped in at home, is 1 green, a blue for a legendary bird wizard. Flying creatures you control have, whenever this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability, reel the top card of your library. If it's a land card, put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put it into your hand. This ability triggers only twice each turn. And you might think at home, oh, Alex, you love Coiling Oracle. This thing does Coiling Oracle all the time.
Yeah.
I do, and I did build a Nadu deck. And I found out pretty much immediately as soon as we played with it that it was no good.
I really like that this one tricks you, that they've limited it correctly.
Yeah. Oh, twice per turn.
You read, this ability triggers only twice each turn, and you're like, Yeah, so we're only going to do it twice.
Nope.
Well, no.
For that guy.
Yeah, for that one.
Yeah, the creature has the ability.
This is for everybody, brother.
Yeah.
This is not 2 Nadu things happen. This is Nadu has granted 2 instances of bullshit on everything I have.
And it's not when he comes into play. It's not this turn. It's as long as Nadu's in play.
Also, it's 3 mana. So if you kill Nadu, I'm just...
It's a 3 mana 3/4 flyer.
I'm going to just try again next
Why
turn,
is
bro.
this a 3/4 flyer? Why isn't this like a 1/1?
Well, we printed it for Modern, so it needs a body that
This
might kill
shit should
somebody.
die at a lava dart.
It definitely should.
And the worst part is you go to lava dart it and they fucking get a card.
Yeah, I think Nadu getting banned in the format that it was in, the namesake Horizons format it was printed for, and also the big silly casual format that they designed it for, gets banned in both. Yeah, I think I could fucking stay.
Worst part about Nadu, and this is me complaining, this is me actually like spinning at windmills or whatever. Because Nadu was so fucking broken that I got banned in Modern, Legacy, and Commander, it ruined Penny Dreadful too.
Yeah.
Because now it's unplayable and everything, and so it's $0 on Moto. So every time I check it on Penny Dreadful, I'm like, wonder what we're doing in here, and they're like, guys, guess what? It's still Oops All Spells, and it's still Nadu.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I'll check back in a year.
Next up, Paradox Engine. I have a theory on this card. 5 mana, legendary artifact. Whenever you cast a spell, untap all non-land permanents you control. Oh.
A spell, huh?
So this is really easy to go infinite with. I think
Yeah.
your dog can go infinite with this.
Drop
one.
of a hat.
You can
Even if you
basically,
don't, it's fucking a million.
you can basically do whatever you want with this. You can make 1,000,000 mana. You can draw 1,000,000 cards. You can get counters going anywhere. This just does everything.
This shit was legal for a while.
Really long time. Because you can play it in anything, and there's not really any deck building costs, and it's just
Play
kind of
non-land
like
permanents.
it's always powerful. And so here's what I think.
How much is this card?
This Paradox Engine was around for a long time.
Right.
It took a while for this shit to get banned. It got banned in 2019. This was the first one I was around for to see it get banned. I think that this card is a big reason that I'm gonna play 1,000,000 signets and talismans, and so like Soul Ring's the number one reason that play a fuck ton of mana rocks for no goddamn reason. Is Soul Ring's the reason that
Right.
happens
The
primarily.
The mana curve of stuff is designed around Soul Ring inherently in Commander Product, and Commander Product is the largest influx of cards into the format. If things are designed with Soul Ring in mind, then mana advantage will always be good with them. And if mana advantage is good, then you should be playing more signets.
Correct. And I think that Paradox Engine was one of the original. Oh, you know how I win with all my stupid fucking mana rocks? Untap them for everything.
Make 1,000,000 mana.
Yeah. And I think a lot of decks, because like, especially when I was playing, like when I first started playing, a lot of people were just kind of playing whatever fucking bullshit. And I think Paradox Engine was alongside the Soul Ring and you know, things getting printed, and I think it goes hand in hand with Soul Ring. And I think a lot of it pushed this sort of let's put 10 mana rocks in every single deck narrative. I think it did a lot of legwork.
Oh yeah.
This is Soul Ring's strongest soldier in pushing this mana rock narrative.
This one and Dramatic Reversal too. Same block.
Yeah.
Dramatic Reversal, Ice-Crown Scepter.
Yes.
How do you win?
yes.
Well, I have a bunch of mana rocks in play, and I make infinite mana with them.
Yippee! Next up, Prime Time. Folks, Primeval Titan is a 4 mana green creature, giant, trample. None of that shit matters. What matters is when it enters or
that matters.
attacks, go search up any 2 lands and put them into play tapped, then shuffle your library. It's a 6/6. This got banned a really long time ago. This got banned in 2012 for I think that we can play with Prime Time. I think it's fine. I think compared to just about every other stupid, complete horseshit, like way too much value on one card thing you're allowed to play, this reads either equal or lesser. I think that Prime Time is totally fine. I think you can do it.
No. I don't even think it's close.
I really like the very solemn, just no.
Me and Miller have had this conversation a lot of times, and Miller's fully, completely convinced that Primeval Titan is totally fine to come back.
Which is funny, right? Because I don't like lands.
You actively hate this game plan.
Yeah, I do. And I think it'd be fine.
No.
I especially
think... It gets worse every set.
Yeah, probably.
It's just not worth having around.
What I think is funny is that the original reasoning behind Primetime getting banned was that in an environment where Primetime hits the board or it's in somebody's deck and it's the only thing that matters. Everybody gives up on whatever the hell they're doing and they're going to be copying it and reanimating it and stealing it and gilded draking it because everybody's got one of those. And that's the only thing anybody's going to be doing. I'm like, well, one, that's just not really how Commander games get played anymore. And two, there's probably something better going on. But I imagine at the time this sucked really bad to have in your game. And like, I believe you that that's what was happening. I believe that that's what was going on.
I played a game recently at a local game store of Commander where I played Lotus, like the green-blue clues lady. And I was doing fuck all. And a guy reanimated like the Valgavoth from Duskmourn. That's like whenever somebody plays a spell, exile
that one
it,
matters.
and you can play it. I just Agent of Treachery it. And I'm like, this is all the game's about now.
Yeah.
And I'm not kidding when I say this. I would have rather it had been Primetime.
I'm saying.
Because, and I think that it would be better for me.
I see what you mean.
I think that if...
See, I'm thinking of this from an environment where I'm like, well, if that's chill, then it's... Let me have the prime time.
No, the Valgavoth like did fucking stone cold. Everybody was like, we got to kill it, but like I basically got nothing off of it. The Primeval Titan, if I had gotten that one, it's fucked, bro. It's just all fucked from the top down. If I'm playing lands that matter in my deck, this is the most miserable shit in the entire world.
I just think that there are,
and also people will just start playing lands that matter.
Well, they ought to be doing that anyways.
But it'll be like why am I playing Field of the Dead? Because I have Primeval Titan in my deck, of course. Yeah.
I'm of the opinion that there are a lot of extremely evil and fucked up things. Primetime is the best example of this, of forming this opinion of either we need to start unbanning a whole hell of a lot of this shit because a lot of the stuff that you are allowed to play with is so incredibly evil and fucked up. It is laughable that these things are banned.
Right.
Or you go the other way where you're like, bro, nuke it all. Ban 3,000 more cards. I think Primetime is the number one card of forming this opinion where it is either unban a lot of fucking cards or ban way 10x more. I think I also lean way more into the ban 10x more. Anytime anything pisses me off, I'm like, you shouldn't. Fuck you.
Why do we get to play with Underworld Breach?
I don't know.
It's Yawgmoth's will, bro.
Red's got to do something.
Yeah, fucking all the other shit that it does, bro.
Yeah. Prophet of Krufix. 3 mana.
3 extra turns.
3 mana, a green and a blue. 5 mana creature, a human wizard. Untap all creatures and lands you control during each other player's untap step. Well, that's pretty good. I wonder if it does anything else. You may cast creatures as though they had flash. Yeah, this one just doesn't scale very well to 4 players at the table.
This is 3 extra turns.
Yeah, it's always my turn. Always, no matter what. Yeah, that one's no good. That one's not hard to figure out.
Not tough to crack the code on that one on how you can just lock some bitches out of the game.
Recurring Nightmare, 2 and a black. Enchantment, sack a creature. Return Recurring Nightmare to its owner's hand. Put target creature card from your graveyard into play. Play this ability as a sorcery. Now, I have read this in a way where I am bearing the lead a little bit. Is this one you want to go to bat for?
I think it's kind of low-key miserable a little bit, but it is also one of the ones that I truly believe if this shit's banned, you got to ban 30,000 more things.
I kind of agree. The part that I'm bearing the lead here, sack a creature, return Recurring Nightmare to its owner's hand. That's as cost. You don't get to interact with the bounce it back to your hand is as cost.
This is free victimize for the rest of the game.
Yeah. You can't particularly interact with Recurring Nightmare. There's a couple ways you can get figure out something to do to deal with this. But generally, you're going to be dealing with recurring nightmare forever.
It's really annoying if it matters. And I can imagine a play space where this is just like completely miserable and shitty. And I'm not saying that we should unban it. I'm just saying that of the things on this list, it is probably one of the least offensive in terms of like input to output. Like you can do fucked up shit with recurring nightmare, and it like probably goes infinite at the drop of a hat. But it's one of those things where there's a lot of cards that are not banned that are better than recurring nightmare.
I would say, yeah. It also recurring nightmare's general game plan fits more into the idea of a fair deck, in that. Bear with me now, because yes, it's a reanimator card. But the idea being is you're trying to do this multiple times over the course of a game, whereas generally Reanimator is 1 mana, animate the biggest fucking craziest guy ever, that's it, done.
Recurring Nightmare also unfortunately suffers from the imagining the cool game state where you're like, dude, I sacked this fucking thing and I get back another thing, moving cards around and doing cool shit.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, sack my squirrel token, get back my deranged tournament.
Yeah, and now I got more guys. Yeah.
And then you think about it for a second, and you're like, okay, so recurring nightmares, sack Peregrine Drake, get back body double becomes Peregrine Drake, untap all my lands.
Yeah, you just build a machine, and
then
there you
that's
go.
infinite mana, and then I fucking figure out how to
You
put
know
a blood
what?
artist into play.
This is the build of stupid machine combo fest anyways. So
Yeah,
might as
I'm
well.
describing a combo that costs like 8 mana.
And 4 cards.
Yeah, 4 cards. You had to find all of them.
Next up, card that I honestly think is also embarrassing to be on here.
I don't know.
Raphellos, Land of War Emissary. This is a green legendary elf, so you can be your commander. Add 1 green mana to your mana pool for each forest you control. That's 2/1. Just makes a fuck ton of mana.
I just don't think we need
all
to be
the time.
having 6 mana on turn 3.
Here's the thing, right? Double pips, so it's hard to cheat out. So you're gonna play it on. In theory, you could play it turn
Land
1
Mox Diamond.
through a couple ways, right? Like you
Land Chrome Mox.
but Lotus Petal,
Land Lotus Petal.
and what's her face?
Gemstone.
Spirit
Elvish
Guide.
Spirit Guide.
Elvish Spirit Guide. But like generally, most people that want to be playing Raphellos. Oh, but also right, playing this on turn 1 is you've played a 2 mana Soul Ring. For how this is gonna get played.
It's a 2 mana Soul Ring you have every game. Continue.
I know, but also you would have to do some work to play it on turn 1. I'm not saying it would be hard, but you'd have to do something to play it on turn 1.
And if you don't, turn 2, this is 6 mana on turn 3. Does that make sense? Every game.
Yeah.
So your deck is just 6 drops.
Yeah.
Like Primeval Titan.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think it's probably fucking fine.
I think that
Like I know in the fairest possible sense, where you go forest, Raphellos, next turn forest, 6 mana.
6 mana. 6 mana.
6 mana forever.
6 mana.
But I mean, it's just like I think it's fucking fine, man. I think it's chill.
I think that it's
most of these fuckers are already doing that.
Yeah, making 6 mana on turn 3.
I think it matches up with the power level of the average fucking bracket 4. Like, I think you just unban it and throw it on Game Changers. I think you do. Same with Recurring Nightmare. Just fucking throw it in a Game Changer. Who cares?
My issue is that the play pattern for Fellows is repetitive, and it is telegraphed, and it is.
I think most commanders are.
Yeah, but like the okay,
90% of them are. I wonder what I want to cast when I have the mana to cast.
Yeah,
this.
turn 2 I play my Acre Wellspring, and turn 3 I play a creature that draws a card when it enters the battlefield. And turn 4, who's coming down? Brago.
Yeehaw.
Yeah, a lot of gameplay is very prescriptive, but this is prescriptive in a way where it's like, guys, guess what? I'm gonna fucking hurricane for 100 or whatever every game, or like there's some fucked up thing that we're doing at 6 mana where it's like, guys, can you believe I drew it again?
I do think
enablers in the command zone are things that I'm not a fan of.
Sure.
Kinnan sucks. We should make less Kinnans.
I do like that this guy does say forest.
Yes,
Makes you do it.
Yeah, you can't be like turn one.
It's not lands.
Yeah,
right?
You're not playing like strip mines and wastelands. And
yeah,
shit.
and it's not just like shit that taps for green. It's not. It's
good with Yavimaya.
It's not a generic. It's really good with Yavimaya. It's not a generic mana doubler.
Yeah,
you have to play Forest. So, next up, Shahrazad.
No.
I'm not going to bat for this. I know I took a breath like I was about to go to bat for it. This is not what I'm going to bat for. Shahrazad's a no-go. Stone cold. This is white. I'm going to read the original text for it because I like it better.
God.
Players must leave game in progress as it is and use cards left in their library as decks with which to play a subgame of Magic. When subgame is over, this is back when they were doing Krug speak.
Yeah.
Of me play Magic. Players shuffle these decks, return them to libraries, and resume game in progress, with any loser of subgame having his or her remaining life points rounding down. Effects that prevent damage may not be used to counter this loss of life. This subgame has no ante. Using less than 40 cards may be necessary.
Yeah, battery's not included.
Yeah, this one's got extra instructions. Shahrazad makes you play a subgame, and then when you lose a subgame, your life gets cut in half, rounded down.
It's the best white burn spell ever.
Yeah, and it's also 2 mana and a sorcery.
Imagine if everybody in the game of Commander that was taking an hour and a half got to play another game of Commander.
Yeah, my thing.
And when that one ended, it counted towards the first one.
Here's the thing. This has been my philosophy on Commander for a very long time. This is when I became jaded and evil, and I just decided that I only wanted to play with my friends. And also, I just don't fucking care anymore.
I don't even really want to play with your friends.
I just, fuck it, man, whatever. But here's the thing. When I started coming back to Commander and playing more, and every so often I'd have to play with somebody that I don't know. And they'd sit down and they'd be like, well, what kind of decks are we all playing? Every single person I ever looked at, and they'd bring up brackets or whatever, and I'm just playing whatever the fuck, because I don't care if my deck is good, and I don't care if it's bad. I'm just kind of, I want to play the game, whatever. I'm going to try to win. I'm going to do my best. But always my thing that I told every single person I ever sat down with was, I don't care what you play. All I ask of you is do not waste my time. Basically, every single person failed at this no matter what. But I think a card that is basically designed to make that problem infinitely worse.
Yeah, I can't have that off the ban list.
We might as well add the 9,000 to the time wasting that's going on with this card.
Shahrazad 9,000.
Yeah. And I like this card. I think it's awesome. But don't you fucking try to resolve it against me, bucko. Yeah, you can't do this one. The game already takes long enough, and it's just gonna triple it.
It's fucking evil.
I will say I did really want to play it when I was playing Subgame Storm. That was a deck that played with uncards, so it was already cheating. And I was playing Grixis Storm, where the whole point was put as many subgames on the stack as possible. Because if you didn't know this, during a subgame, the storm count is still counting up because it's all technically on the original turn that you started it on. So when you get out of the subgame, if you kept track of everything and you played a whole subgame, your storm count's gonna be like 10 million. And you fucking tendril somebody or some shit. Yeah. Or they conceded because you said 40 subgames on the stack and they were like, fuck off.
Yeah, I'm not playing a 2-card subgame with you.
Yeah. Next up, Sundering Titan. They're thinking about bringing this one back.
Oliver just opened Wizard 101. I saw it on Steam.
Boom.
Anyway, continue.
Sundering Titan, 8 mana, artifact creature, golem, ETB, or leaves. Choose a land of each basic land type, blow them up. They're thinking about bringing this guy back.
Please don't.
I like this guy. What's 8 mana?
He's 1 mana. He's 1 mana and 8 life.
I like this guy, but also, I think, funnily enough, they're thinking about bringing this back as a way to hinder ramp decks. That's not what it does.
No, it blows up 1 million lands. Yeah, if I'm playing green X ramp...
Here's the thing. A lot of times it doesn't do that either. A lot of decks, more and more and more of these decks, are getting to where they are ramping. They're not ramping shit that has basics in the typing. There's a lot of fucking utility lands and a lot of fucking duels that don't get touched by Sundering Titan. Like there are like way more mana bases that are casting a Sundering Titan that that don't get touched even a little bit. And then alternatively, if you were to cast Sundering Titan into it, also would not get hit even a little bit.
No, that's fair.
I don't think it really solves the idea that this is really more of a threat than it is a hero. You know what I mean?
So here's my problem with Sundering Titan is you bring it back to deal with ramp decks. Okay, so what the ramp decks are usually like green, blue, maybe a third color, right? Usually, it's like
it's like probably the second easiest way to play a Sundering Titan.
Just ramp into it.
Yeah.
But also, so I play my Sundering Titan. I'm like, I'm gonna get this evil ramp player. Forest Island, and then I look at the other guys and I'm like, Swamp Mountain Plains, and I blow up 3 lands that aren't that guy's land. So he's up 3 lands.
Yeah, it does get everybody.
So he loses 2, and then these guys lose 3. So he loses 1. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I do understand what you mean.
The mana advantage is still present.
Yeah, I think Sundering Titan is just probably not.
And if you flicker it, it's miserable.
Yeah, right, because it's ETB and leave, so we're just gonna blow up, fucking get everything that has a name on it.
If this triggers 3 times, the game is over. But like in a way, not over in the sense that everybody's dead, over as in people aren't playing spells anymore.
You have to realize that you need to stop playing.
Yeah.
Sylvan Primordial, 5.
Ooh, more not playing the game cards.
Creature Avatar Reach. ETB for each opponent. Destroy target non-creature permanent that player's controls. For each permanent destroyed this way, search your library for a force card and put that card into play tap, then shuffle your library. So this is just...
This one solves the problem that Sundering Titan has. We don't have to pick basic types or nothing like that. We're just blowing shit up.
Just fucking anything.
Just anything. And then we get a little kick on the boot.
Yeah. Man,
they were not thinking about multiplayer somehow when they did this.
Yeah, this one just really doesn't look great in a multiplayer environment. There's a lot. There is some world where I would have tried for this one, but this one you just get outmathed. Yeah. Right? This
one's especially bad with the flickering and reanimating.
It just goes, all right, triple strip mine, triple rampant growth.
I wonder what we're going to do with all this mana. I wonder if it's re-enter the battlefield.
I think I'll just go again.
Or clone it. Or this is the actual Primeval Titan, this is what the game's about now.
Yeah, this is way worse than Primetime to me. I think the cool part for Primetime is you go get
cool
different
lands.
shit.
Yeah.
Go get something neat.
This
is like, bro, I'm up. Oh my God, I'm up.
Yeah, first one I get Breeding Pool, Stomping Grounds, Basic Forest, go back, get some cycle lands. Fuck it. My colors are nice, bro.
Ooh. Next up, Time Vault.
Can't do this one.
I mean, it's fucking Time Vault, man. It's 2 mana. Take an extra turn.
But it tapped.
Take an extra turn. And
they've never printed a way to untap an artifact.
Yeah, it's just too easy. This is just one of those. It's too easy. This I will say across a lot of these, it's one of the first just straight power level. We've made it pretty deep into the list for me to be like on raw power level. You can't be doing this.
Yeah, where it's not like a piece of power.
Yeah. It's not fast mana. You know what I mean? It's a card that does a thing. It's not just fast mana, and it's not like
it wins the game instantly.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of these are fucked up in Commander, but to me, this one is you just fucking win when you play this, and it's 2 mana.
I remember watching a game of Canadian Highlander one time, and somebody was playing Time Vault, and they played Voltaic Servant. Have you ever seen this card?
Oh, I know this guy.
End step, untap target artifacts, and I was like,
that guy came in That guy came in a game day thing. I saw him. An old one. An old demo fucking thing.
Oh, right. And you're just like, oh, check him out. But yeah, this was when I was like, oh, it's actually so easy. It's unreal.
Yeah. Immediately after that, we got Time Walk. 2 mana, take an extra turn, power.
Well, at least you can't do it over and over again.
Yeah. This is, it's just the best fucking extra turn there's ever been, man.
They already don't like the 5 mana ones.
Yeah. After that, Tinker. Probably well, what does this one do? 2 mana and a blue sorcery. Extra cost, sack an artifact. Go get an artifact. There's a lot of tutors in this format. Oh, hang on. It puts it into play. My fault.
Hold the fort.
Yeah, this one just gets better every year. Right?
It's every second. Bro.
Every second, every set, every card this one gets better. Because there's always some artifact that's good to go to get with Tinker. And it'd be even better in the Soul Ring format.
Yeah. Oh, what am I going to sack to my Tinker? Is it one of my 10,000 signets?
Next up, we got Tolarian Academy.
Speaking of gets better with every artifact that they print.
Yeah, a lot of people argue about this one all the time because they're like, well, nobody ever says anything about Sarah's Sanctum, but they will talk about Gaia's Cradle because those are not banned and this one is. Mm-hmm. Those ones are Gaia's Cradle gives you white for enchantments. Excuse me, Sarah's Sanctum does that. Gaia's Cradle gives you green for creatures. Tolarian Academy gives you blue for artifacts.
And Shivan Gorge deals 2 damage to any
and Shivan George does fuck all. That stupid son of a bitch.
I fucking hate my stepdad, Shivan George.
Yeah. Tolarian Academy. So a lot of people are like, well, fucking ban the Gaia's Cradle too, or unban the Tolarian Academy.
I don't think unbanned Tolarian Academy is the solution here. I'll be completely honest.
That's
I think
it's
ban
lot.
Gaia's Cradle.
I think Gaia's Cradle could go away too, but a lot of people are like, dude,
I can't play this anywhere except Legacy.
Go fucking play Legacy, man. There you go.
What? My really good power level card got banned in a constructed format? What am I going to do? Sell it for probably just as much money?
This is one that I'm surprised they haven't fucked up again. I haven't seen a card like this in a minute. Trade Secrets.
Oh, yeah.
1 blue, sorcery. Target opponent draws 2 cards, then you draw up to 4 cards. That opponent may repeat this process as many times as he or she chooses. So, if we really wanted to...
Me and you.
Hey, all of them? Deal? Little dealsies? Let's go.
Let's see who wins first.
The crazy part is all these CDH stupid sons of bitches are already doing that. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, Trade Secrets has been banned for some time now. That's why I'm confused.
This card says collusion on it, and that's the format that you play in. But I'll say it too. The regular EDH format is also that. This is just the collusion format, so they just didn't like this one because it gave it away.
Yeah, it's a little too on the nose.
We gave up the secret on this one. Yeah, I mean, no, I get it. It just doesn't work with what you're trying to do with this format. There you go. Upheaval. 4 double blue. Pick fucking everything up, baby. All of it. I'm hungry.
Return all permanents to
all of them, bro. Give it to me. Yeah, I mean, they don't like it. This is the most, just about the hardest reset you can get to.
This is another one that...
start over.
I think...
Also, if we're not starting over, oh God.
Yeah. This is another Armageddon type card where if you play this correctly, it is asymmetrical win the game.
Yeah. If you play it wrong.
Which is cool. But if you are dumb, then it's 6 mana, everybody start the fuck over, and it sucks really bad.
Yeah. Not a great one. Yawgmoth's Bargain.
Remember how we were talking about how Gristlebrand like ends the game? You have to do that in increments of 7. That is like an awkward piece of the card that is strange. Yawgmoth's Bargain, you don't got to do shit.
Yeah,
just
4
show up.
black, skip your draw step, enchantment, pay 1 life, draw a card. It's just shmee.
I guess like
you'll fucking get there eventually. It's not a hard one to figure out. Life, especially 40 life too.
Yeah. This one, it's not a legendary creature at least, so it's harder to find.
Yeah, it can't be your commander, folks. That's everything on the whole fucking ban list. We gave you a lot of opinions. I made some
inflammatory
statements, but I think that's really my role on this show now. I'm the
wild card,
the fire starter. Yeah,
I'm a fire starter.
I don't know. Get at me in the comments. I'll argue with you there too, or maybe join the Discord.
Join our.
I'd love to argue with you in the Discord. We can open up a voice chat.
Yeah, if you want to, let's meet up and die. Let's meet up in VC1. I'll bang out. I'll bring nitro. You bring nitro. You can take it off. You can take it out of my pockets if you kill me. Folks, that is going to.
In fact, let's meet up in front of General.
Yeah, it's me and you meet up in front of MTG General. Let's meet in front of Off Topic.
Yeah, exactly.
That's going to do it for today, folks. If you liked what you saw today and you want to see more stuff like it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. They're going to be below the video right there. Leave a comment with maybe if you agree with our opinions, if you disagree with our opinions, cards you think should be banned, cards you think should be unbanned. Maybe if you agree with us in some ways, maybe if we missed something. If we got something wrong, that's a great place to tell us.
I didn't get anything wrong. I'm right.
So one of
everything.
We usually get at least one thing wrong per episode.
No.
There's also a little icon next to the subscribe button. It's like a little bell. It gives you notifications whenever we post videos. And if you want to, you can hit the bell if you're nasty. Folks, if you'd like to find us on social media, you can go to timewaster9000.com. It has all of our social links on there. If you want to hit us up on the community Discord, that's going to be in the description of the video.
Oh, yeah. Come hang out. We're thinking about playing fucking games, and we give announcements in there. And
I have little activities that I've been doing.
We're going to do stuff. We got stuff to do. There's stuff to do in there right now. Go. Join up.
I'll give you a coloring book. I swear to God. So if you're bored, we'll figure something out.
You freaky frog.
You freaky ass frog. Also, on top of that, if you're listening to us on podcast platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, Goodreads, Uber Eats,
Kindle,
go ahead and hit subscribe to the RSS feed there as well. If you want to tune into us and watch another one of these episodes, we release a new one every single Tuesday, unless I fuck something up.
Every Tuesday?
Every single week we release a new
really
episode.
Bad.
We've got a backlog going right now if you want to kick back and watch our old episodes.
There's some good ones in there. I think a lot of them were really good.
No, I like what we've done so far. I'm very proud of what we've accomplished.
I got
so far.
one bad one total.
I'm so proud of the machines we have created. Folks, that's going to do it for today. Salute to the Goblin Heroes. Abosh.